We're not live.
Wow, everybody's been talking already. You've had Cloudy on there, and you've got James, and you got James and
It's
Rhythm C.
not
Hi.
playing for me at all. There's no
Oh, well, never
option.
mind. Well, never mind you. I'm trying to say hello to people, so
Here we
you
go.
can
Now we're
sort
live.
yourself out.
It is live though. It is. So
We're not live.
it is live.
It is
I'm not
live.
saying it again.
Stop
It's-
complaining,
I'm
Clara.
not saying it again.
Oh.
Okay, we can hear you. It was my sound on the video. I was just checking. Sorry.
So, hi everybody. Welcome to yet another day, or yet another morning, or evening, or in my case, early hours of the morning shenanigans out on the boat somewhere in a undisclosed location in Second Life. Although, if you're regular to the channel, you'll know exactly where we are. Yeah, couple of little changes just to make life a bit awkward for you. Yes, there will be a money drop in this during the course of this broadcast at some point. You'll just have to carry on watching to find out when. Of course, that will be for the first 5 people to come and join us on this wonderful yacht that we've got here. It is the same yacht, but I've had to decorate it in. As you may or may not know, it used to be a sort of silvery grey colour. We've gone PBR on this thing now. Whoa. And it's now got a healthy shade of carbon. I was quite amazed by this whole thing's actually made by Dogma. Rather than saving me the 15,000 lindens to go and buy another one, they gave me an option to just redecorate it. I was pressing a button and I thought, you know what? Yeah, let's just do it. And it looks quite nice in certain lights and stuff, and there's some glints of it very well. Just to make life a little bit more awkward for everybody to come in to see us, we put it out in the middle of the lagoon here. There are sharks in the water, so you need to make sure you land on the boat if you're coming out to see us. There we go. Look at that pan shot from Pris. Well done, Pris. So please keep out of the water, but here we are. We're on the boat, and we welcome to everybody that wants to come and see us. As I say, there will be a money drop during the course of this broadcast, like there was last week as well. I have no idea what we're going to talk about now we're here. We've got snacks and food and nibbles. And, what do they call it? Chips, dips, chains and whips, or something? No, that was another movie. On the table in front of us. So yeah, all welcome. Pris seems to be well stocked up there, because not only she got beer, she's actually got her own cocktail, and she's got a extra bottle as well. So she's doing really well. Us plebs have just got a glass and a bottle, but there we go.
Oh, hold on, it's a little bit. I'm just moving it a little bit. Looks pretty.
Look at that. Yeah.
I need perfection.
I'm a bit disturbed about the dogs, you know, Pris, because the dogs keep changing. I don't know what happens to the old dogs, but
I've had Pixel. This one is Pixel, and I've had her for a while now.
Where do the others go, though?
Well,
where does the others go?
I've got one that is in front of the house. Is the guarding one.
Oh, it's a guard dog. Okay.
Yeah, guard dog. I have them scattered a little bit everywhere. I've got one in the cottage.
We have a random castle. I'll tell this for the people, benefit the people that are on the stream. I mean, you know, we have a few laughs and shenanigans in this place, I must admit. And we, having decorated our place out, me and Clara, because we've got a place here on the island as well. We decided one night, having got the whole thing all sorted out, you know, the bedding, the kitchen, living area, we got a few things for barbecue stuff outside as well. We've got a whole life thing going on, and it looks really wonderful. And we just thought, you know what, we could go and get in the bed now. We went to get in the bed, and we found a 5-foot tall cassowary sitting in there staring at us. And there's nothing more off-putting if you want to get friendly than having a 5-foot tall cassowary staring at you. So we moved that one out.
They probably don't know what is a cass. Oh my gosh, I can't even say that in English.
Cassowary. Well, that's what you told me it was. So yeah.
Yeah. I know, but it's a hard word to say.
I'm a certain age, and you know, I come from a different side of the planet to you. So to me, it looks like an overgrown turkey. But yeah, it's big and it's big and it's black, and it was staring at us with a beady eye, and it was So we've moved it out to the gate of the property. So there we go.
but yeah, it's somewhere there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what a busy week ahead. Don't know about you, but I've had so many topics in my head that I've been busy doing a video, writing and doing videos. And there's a video that's coming up next week, which I'm really excited about, because it was supposed to be a video just about Whit Sundays, just a little promo video, and then it turned into something else. So I'm really excited. It should be available in a few days.
I can verify this because I went to have a chat with Pris, when was it, the other night, and she said to me, I'm busy, don't talk to me. I said, what's up, Pris? She said, I'm busy filming. I said, are you really? Oh, she says, yeah, don't talk to me. I said, well, what are you doing? I'm filming, she said, stop talking to me. So we had one of these great conversations about stop talking to me, and I had to talk to her to tell her to stop, so she can stop.
No, but I'm very excited.
I can see the funny side of it, but I think Pris was getting a bit annoyed with me, so eventually we shut down and I repainted the boat. So there we go.
Yeah, and then I landed in the water because, you moved the boat. Actually, the ruse must be underground too, so we're missing the ruse. I'll have to fix that.
Hang on, we're missing the what?
The ruse, the kangaroos.
Oh, the roos. No, we've still got kangaroos bouncing around our house, but they're still there.
The high five one that's supposed to be on.
I would mention that someone appears to have taken your beach buggy for a spin on the island somewhere. It turned up in the middle of a ditch, just to where we live.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This has nothing to do with me because I've got one of our own. But your red one is in a ditch up the other end of the island at the moment.
Oh, that's cool. No, that's all right. They can use it.
You're welcome to cat up to it or film it or whatever you want to do with it. So it's
no, that's fine. All right.
If anybody wants, it's just shouting this out. Anybody on the stream, if you do want to take the vehicles out for a spin, please feel free. Please try and make sure Pris is aware that when you're doing it, so she can be there and film it when you crash.
Yes, because we love.
Try not to take vehicles from private property, though.
You can't.
Well,
they won't be locked.
They won't get into them. Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
Oh.
Yeah, this one that is unlocked. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little one. That's okay. All right. So, what is going on this week? What are we talking about? Is there anything in particular you want to discuss? That's a big silence.
Well, you're gonna have to wait.
No.
You're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait half a minute for everything to turn up in the chat. If you're looking for the people in the chat, anyway.
Yeah.
What is Copilot saying to you, Andy?
Well, Copilot's not said to me word to me because I haven't even looked at Copilot tonight. I'm just.
Well, come on, chop. Get
I
Copilot
don't
on board.
Honestly, Pris, before you press the button to go live, I said to you, so what are we going to talk about tonight, Pris? You said, I don't know. I'll press the button. Oh, we're live. And I said, oh, okay.
I know, but it's so much better when you unprepared. We can talk about anything, do anything. It's much more fun. I like the unexpected.
She does it, folks. She does this to us sometimes just to catch us out. Like the time where we were talking about, what's age verification in the UK, Andy?
Don't start because Clowny is going to ask you again. So
we know. What about age verification in Australia then, Pris?
I don't know. Don't care. Don't want to know.
Oh,
No.
dear.
No,
Charlie
family,
Kirk.
no.
Yeah, that's a big one.
What's happening?
What do you mean? What's happening?
No, I'm saying what I didn't catch what he was saying.
Oh, he's talking about.
It's
Oh,
a
Charlie
little
Kirk.
shooting, that just happened here in America. But I don't think we need to talk about that. It was senseless, like every other shooting.
Yeah, but I think it's not so much about the shooting. It's what happened after the shooting that people are a bit concerned.
I don't think we need to talk politics.
Well, it's not
yeah,
politics though. It is about the fact that someone got shot, and some people are celebrating, and some people are not celebrating.
Yeah, no, that's Americans. That's how people do it. We live relatively safe lives, so some of us have strange opinions and are too strong about it because we don't see. I don't want to talk about this. Let's talk about Andy's glistening abs.
Yeah, what the hell happened there?
Well, you lost your shirt and you're holding a fruit bowl.
A kitchen bowl. What the hell? My God. Okay, guys, I'll just try and get myself dressed here again. Don't mean to do a strip while we got the whole thing here.
So
This isn't a bid for more viewers. I promise you, really, I promise.
Can the American have a break from America, though, please?
We can't have a break from America. Second Life is based in the west coast in America.
Dude, we can talk about Second Life America stuff. I just really don't want to talk hot button politics. I don't think we need to.
I'm going to put the other thing on. Sorry about this. I want to just put my other t-shirt back on.
Andy is a Commander boy.
Oh. There we go. There we go. Right,
he's
there
got
we
his
go.
shot back on.
There we go. Yeah, look at that. Just want to make sure there's nothing. Oh, my shoes have gone as well. Oh, God. Okay.
That's all right. You're allowed to be a bogan on the boat.
Everything's disappearing. Okay, then. Cue strippers music. I'm not going to take everything off, but it's filling the gaps.
He's a noob.
It's filling the gaps.
It's coming. Jump on it.
It's filling the gaps in now. Sorry. Shut up. It's filling the gaps in here right now. Okay. Oh my God! Right, okay. Let me get these things right. We'll just put some on. Yeah, those on there.
Okay. So you're asking Copilot?
Well, hang on. I'm getting dressed first. Right, okay. I've got some shoes on now, which is good. Canvas, depth
I mean, you
shoes,
never had
as
to
you
get
do.
dressed. You chose to do that. No one was
This
making you.
This is YouTube. You know, despite the fact that in my country it is currently 1:45 in the morning. Somewhere in the world there might be a child watching this, and if so, hello and welcome to Tiny Tots Tea Time Toy Time.
No.
But anyway.
No one cares about man nipples.
I know. There we go. So
I don't think they're allowed to watch. The child cannot watch YouTube because age verification, Andy.
Oh, well, we don't. I can't possibly comment about UK age verification right now. I know. I mean,
they still can here in America. I don't know.
I know that it's coming to Second Life, no matter what Clara thinks. And
no, I don't know what's going to happen.
And I know it's also in Australia, and it's on that side of the globe already as well. So yeah, it's all happening. We're kind of getting used to it. It's kind of good. We've all got our little accounts now, where if it comes up there, we can just feed the account number in there, and it pings us with a code, and we just plug the code in, and we're there, and we're done, and it's lovely. So yeah, we'll be doing that on Second Life soon. I have no doubt. It will really screw up things for the bot. It really screw up things for the bots, I think, because the bots won't be able to verify. But we'll see where we go. Anyway. Right, it's Copilot. So I'm going to ask. Give me a prompt, someone. Give me a prompt for Copilot. What should I ask it?
What are people most concerned about in SL?
Say that again. Sorry, you both said at the same time.
Pris.
Now, what's
Pris.
going on in the digital space? Actually, I think there was some news around Roblox again.
What's going on in the digital space? Okay, I've plugged it in, and it says, "Oh, the digital space is buzzing like a festival sound check before the drop." Look at that. Here's a quick. Why can't your podcast be like this, Pris? Anyway, sorry. Here's a quick tour of what's hot right now. It says there's emerging tech trends. AI and machine learning, not just powering chatbots anymore.
Hang on, can I say something real quick?
You always butt in well at the wrong time. Can I say this first?
All right.
It says AI is now driving hyper-personalized marketing, predictive analytics, and even creative content generation. Tools like Jasper and ChatGPT are being used to craft campaigns that feel tailor-made. Second thing that's going on in tech trends are voice search and commerce. Smart speakers in now over a third of US homes, for example. Brands are optimizing for conversational queries like what's the best Ibiza mix right now instead of traditional keywords. This is true. I've got a couple of smart speakers that sometimes they even talk to each other. It's great. Last one I've got here, digital twins and simulation. Companies are creating virtual replicas of physical systems to test, tweak and optimize in real time. Think of it as rehearsal space for reality. I'm going to add a couple of little things on these things because someone was saying to me, have you tried this doing it with AI and all that yet? So one of them, they came up and said to me, have you had your palm read yet? I said, you what?
Your what?
I said, yeah. Have your palm read? You know, you go to these circuses and you go to these people that can, clairvoyance and stuff, and they can tell you
that's
fortune.
fun.
Yeah.
So you can actually take a photograph of the palm of your hand.
You're gonna give the big wide internet your fingerprints? That's smart.
Hang on. No.
Yeah.
Calm down, Clara. Calm down. Take a photograph of the palm of your hand, right? Feed that into the chatbot and say, can you give me a reading based on this palm? And it will go away and it will read your palm for you. Probably apparently, although I'm no expert because I don't do this very often, it seems to do it in as eloquent and as informed way that the average gypsy in your local fairground can do it for, the so-called gypsy in your local fairground can do it for, or whatever. So there's options there.
I would rather go meet a gypsy at a fairground and interact with a real person, and that's fun for me. And I'm not making it easy for the internet to find my fingerprints.
Well, that's really good for you, Clara. Thank you for that. But I'm just simply saying, think of what else you can do, not just specific to you. So there's other things, like astrology out there. You could feed in your place of birth and the time and date and everything else, and ask.
But that's not your fingerprints, though. I just meant fingerprints.
You're straight in for the point. So as I was saying before I was interrupted, you could feed your details in, and you could ask it to give you an astrology reading or a biorhythm reading or anything like that. If you wanted it to check on your fitness levels, so if you're into what's the word, fasting, and those kind of things, you need to work on the timetables and all those things for that. AI can do all that for you now. All you've got to do is give it the right prompt. And in fact, there are even you could even ask Copilot or something like that to give you the relevant prompt to be able to process the whole thing and give you something in depth to the level that you require. I really am stunned, I have to say, in the space of the last. AI's been out there a long time, but in the space of the last few months in particular, AI is really starting to turn into something that is becoming more useful for people, not necessarily the Terminator about to kill you off or take your job. And I think that's to its benefits. That's to its credit. And so, I'm cautiously excited at some of the applications that we can use with that kind of thing. Although I must admit, it's a little bit interesting when we talk about what it can be used for in Second Life. But there we go. Transformation strategy, it says here, they're talking in terms of businesses spreading their digital infrastructure across multiple cloud providers to boost resilience and flexibility. You can tell this is AI. Telling me this, can't you? Cybersecurity renaissance, with data breaches on the rise, there's a renewed focus on zero trust models and AI-driven threat detection. Contactless everything. From payments to customer service, frictionless digital experiences are now the norm, not the novelty. Guys, that therefore means that when you start linking together your databases, as you will do, because there are various global projects on interoperability between various things, not only just in banking, but also in things like the Ministry of Justice, taxation, immigration, border control, crime, probation service, and all of that. you can link all those things together via AI, and then basically have one. Well, we use the term one single pane of glass. So, and yeah, basically, someone can feed your name in, and they'll know everything there is to know about you.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
That's fine. Does it say as well that Sri Lanka goes all in on digital? So it's Digital Economy Month. That's interesting. So they all go. The government launched AI.gov.lk. Okay.
Yeah.
An official AI platform as part of Digital Economy Month. I didn't know there was a Digital Economy Month. I'll have to look into that.
Oh yes.
Initiative include digital payments for bus fares, AI expos, and plans to grow the digital economy to $15 billion by 2030.
Okay, I'll blow that to next century, because just literally next week there is the largest defence and security conference occurring worldwide. It's got the initials DSEI. It's taking place in London, of all places. God knows why. But anyway, it is the largest one, and particularly with the instability and areas of conflict and tension, shall I say, worldwide right now. It is becoming a major. Well, the billions that are going to be spent there are going to be substantial. I've got a bunch of friends and colleagues and former colleagues actually that are all going off to see this, working in defence as I have been, it was a big thing for me because it only happens once every 2 years. So that's happening next week as well. There will be lots of applications of AI, for example, in that, as well as cybersecurity, as well as other military capabilities as well. And the sort of stuff that's being manufactured and being designed and rolled out now will blow.
What's the point of this conference? What do they do exactly? Just talk about security.
Defence and security. So we're talking in terms of tanks, we're talking in terms of military submarines, aircraft carriers, destroyers, we're talking in terms of army guns, aircraft, the lot.
Is it just for the UK or worldwide?
It's worldwide, but it's being held in the UK.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I was there 2 years ago. What was the big thing? One of the major aircraft manufacturers basically got together and signed something like a £24 billion contract to supply helicopters to the UK government. And there was another one also. It's a film called Leonardo. There's several things going out there. Well, with regard to some of the tensions that have been going on in the world, there are a lot of revolutionary technologies being provided, particularly in the Eastern European and the Middle East areas. Also in terms of more security for things like some sort of drug running, those kind of things as well. And there's a lot more attention being paid on capabilities from a military point of view as well, and a cyber capability as well, so that the wars can now not only be physical, they can be fought in space, they can be fought digitally as well. And it always goes back to, and we did quote this actually in a former podcast of yours, Pris. I was talking to the Chief Data Officer for the Ministry of Defence in the UK government, who quoted to me, and I do remember the quote because it sticks in my mind. She said, "Data is a capability." And when someone in defence and the government talks about capabilities, they're talking in terms of potentially something that can be used as a weapon. So when we talk in terms of data, and make sure, folks, your data is secure out there, people out there can regard acquisition or data that's acquired as being a capability. So yes, with the use of AI and stuff out there, all I can really say is keep yourself secure, keep yourself safe, and don't do anything silly. And if you want to give all your details away to a guy that's going to give you £250,000 from Nigeria, just give me the details first, and I'll make sure that money goes to the right place.
And don't share your password on chats in Second Life.
Don't share any passwords on Second Life. There is two-factor authentication. I cannot stress it highly enough. two-factor authentication should be deployed by everybody now. And yeah, there is further elements which will be coming on Second Life with regard to age verification and things too. I have no doubt with regard to some of the adult content.
I was more talking
out there.
about the video that I've made last week about that the chat in Second Life is not secured, so don't share your information. Just
Yeah, I was trying to tell you about that video, Andy. I forgot to send it to you. Sorry.
But the video, I saw parts of it. You talk in terms of the chat not being secure, Pris. I mean, it goes one step further. According to the terms of service in Second Life, it says do not share your chat with any outside organisation.
Of course, so everybody knows that.
Well, everybody knows that, but not everybody takes notice. Everybody knows it, but not everybody takes notice of it, and this is the problem. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, use Discord, or WhatsApp or whatever secure app you have if you're going to share any sensitive information, basically.
I would be very, very careful even using another organisation like Discord or anything like that, frankly. There's all sorts of ramifications out there,
but I
and
mean,
you'll always get...
but you can't go like paranoid and not use anything then, because otherwise you'll just go and live under a rock.
Is that what you'd like to do, Andy?
Officially, we did hear that at one point from the police, actually, that they had more instances of cyberbullying taking place on Discord than they had on any other platform. So there was a warning given to someone I know as a result of that, and they kept off Discord for a number of years as a result of that. So when you were getting all this push
you
to
need
drive,
to be careful and safe.
when you were getting this drive to, for people to move on to things like Discord, and you're then being told by your local crime agencies, don't go on Discord, you kind of get a little bit torn. And there's other things like that as well out there. Prim feed's another example. For example, when everyone says, okay, we don't want to be paying for Flickr, let's go on to another freebie thing that a guy set up and prim feed and do all that thing. And there are some concerns about that too. I'm not going to go into all these things because I'm going to probably stir up a lynch mob or something, and I haven't got it in for anybody. But there are security aspects to even things like that which gives me concern.
But bullying is not just Discord. There's bullying everywhere, really.
Well, okay. Let's be completely frank. A lot of kids use Discord. A lot of kids play games, and a lot of kids are in the classroom want to start bullying their classmates and stuff like that. So what are they going to use? They're going to use the easiest medium they can, and that's probably going to be Discord. That's where I take it from there. But there we go.
Yeah, but it's not just...
There you are.
Yeah, it's not just Discord though. Everywhere there's bullying. There's bullying on Xbox. I've been bullied by a friend of mine who is older than me.
Yeah.
In real
stalking
life.
too, not just bullying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I've just seen Cloudy saying
Same
he gets bullied at the Cloudy gets bullied at the sim here all the time. We don't bully you, Cloudy. We just pull your nose.
I do bully him.
Do you? All right.
I will admit,
if you're going to...
Yeah, I'm taking full responsibility. I'm bullying Clowny.
Pris, you are a cruel, heartless person.
Yeah,
you really are.
I am, but bully deserves it. I'm bullying him. He's a clown. Who doesn't want to bully a clown? Come on. So yeah.
He doesn't look that much of a clown. He's basically a guy with a red nose. Come on, we have comic relief in the UK, and everyone goes and buys red noses. So this is a whole movement, Pris. You can't bully them because he looks like a clown.
Excuse me. His name is Clown Resident, isn't it? No, Resident Clown. Resident
Well,
Clown,
that's on
Clowny.
YouTube. Yeah, but
yeah. No.
Yeah,
leave me in peace, Andy. I'm bullying Clowny, okay?
Got to be honest. We got Halloween coming up in 2 months, and
It is not 2 months.
No, it's 2 months, Clara.
It is
That's when
not
Halloween.
2 months.
Halloween is at the end of October. That's 2 months away.
That is not
We're
2 months
the,
away.
We're the 14 of
Right.
how far.
As I was
4,
saying,
5.
as I was saying, there are movements
It's
around
just under 7 weeks away.
I
It's
don't
not 2
care.
months.
Now, as I was saying,
Yeah.
there is movement around the UK, particularly because there have been a lot of cases of evil clowns appearing in places, and they appear and they stare, and people get
What?
really
That was
rocked by
like
these
15
things.
years ago.
No, it's happening. It's happening. It happened last year. It happened the last 5 years over here. We've had a whole load of them.
That is so
So-
2009. Why are people still doing that crap?
Clara, you're in a different part of the world, okay? So get over it. So yeah, Clowny. All I'm going to say is we need to be a bit careful. You know, yeah, as you were saying, hashtag Clown Lives Matter too. You know, but you know, this could be payback for Clowny. So let's be nice to clowns too, shall we? Because otherwise, you know, come Halloween, Resident Clowny could turn into evil Clowny, and then all hell could break loose. So let's just be
Yeah,
nice.
but if you tap his bum, he farts, and then he's a little bit less evil.
Clara, that's a bit of detail we don't really need to know about on YouTube. Okay.
We know about it. It happened last video a lot.
Don't want to see it. Okay. We know that Clara has a fascination for people's asses anyway, so that's a different story. But we won't go there.
ass.
Oh
Not
my
really.
gosh, people,
Just
calm down.
If anybody has any attachments, Second Life attachments, this is because that sounded a bit wrong for a second. Has anyone got any if anyone has any Second Life attachments around their arse area, like spankers, those kind of things, Clara will find it.
I am the
she's
spank
like
queen. I
like-
also have a magic spanker that can spank the unspankable.
yeah. Yeah, we know this, yeah. Because I don't wear spankers, and she still ends up doing it to me. So yeah,
Yes.
it happens.
I can
Oh,
just
dear.
imagine if someone just dropped on the conversation and hearing all this, they would be just like, "What the hell is going on here?" Spanking people.
There we
Well,
go.
I think
There we
someone
go.
just left. So
It's one of the things that we do. Some people do on
Can't
Second
be-
Life.
Can't believe we've been talking for 32 minutes already. Well,
Oh,
probably
wow.
longer,
And
actually.
we haven't even said anything remotely.
We haven't said anything at all. We've just random
it's
talking
just
about
the
stuff. And
chit-chat. It's always the first hour. It's the chit chat, and then after an hour, we're all warmed up. Maybe we should start 1 hour before we go live. Just warming up.
definitely.
Andy
Yeah.
and I can't start that early. We are elsewhere.
It was didn't mean to start. Okay, no, never mind. Okay, so anything else important?
Nothing as far as I'm
No.
putting up on the AI as
I
far
can't
as
even
Second Life
remember
is
what's
concerned.
the news on Roblox again? Roblox was on the news again.
Because there was a. Can I say it on your channel?
Say what? The child
Roblox has
grooming.
a big problem.
With
Yeah,
child grooming,
they have
yeah.
a big problem with adults who are too friendly with children.
Yeah,
Inappropriate. Yeah,
I know. But I
there's a
think
big problem with that. Oh, but the controversy. I think the controversy that everyone's talking about is that on a lot of these streaming sites and YouTube, you'll see people like be vigilantes and kind of do the Chris Hansen thing. They'll pretend to be the child, and then they'll go meet with the groomer, and they'll film it like, "Hey, were you gonna meet a 13-year-old here?" "No, of course not." And this one streamer on Roblox who is an adult did that a couple times, and then Roblox banned him for it. They said cease and desist, you are banned, and all of that. And the big controversy with that is that it's not, people were not concerned with whether he should be acting as a vigilante. The concern was that Roblox shut that down, but they appear to be doing nothing but the actual problem, the real problem. Not just some guy bothering some degenerate, like the actual real problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the one thing that makes me happy and happy in quote is that, you know, that it comes to light, so that it's just that it's not about just about Second Life. You know, it's good to see something bad happening that is not about Second Life, because it's always Second Life this, Second Life that. But yeah, today it's Roblox, which has way more users than Second Life as well,
Yeah.
and possibly way more young children as well.
Yeah, Second Life isn't, I think just by coincidence, kind of, Second Life isn't the kind of game that attracts little kids, but Roblox is.
Yeah. And I think as well in Second Life it's adults
Yeah.
playing
When I
kids.
was a kid, I might have really liked Second Life, but I also would have been really intimidated and scared because it's a bunch of adults acting like adults. It wouldn't have been for me, but like when I was 12, The Sims first came out, The Sims as we know it first came out, and like I was hooked from there. So I could see myself wanting to play a game like Second Life at that age, but also a bunch of adults. It's not even a place that a kid would probably want to hang out.
But they had the teens sim before though.
Oh, I
Teens.
didn't know about that.
Yeah, teens were allowed on Second Life.
How did that go?
Well, they shut it down, so it probably
Yeah.
didn't go as well if they didn't keep it. I don't know. I wasn't involved. I don't
The
know.
closest thing to Second Life, I think, that's popular with kids and teens is VR chat. But that's like immersive, and you can be like a 40-story tall, like Sonic
Yeah,
the
but
Hedgehog and
VR
stuff. And
chat's got
people,
the same issues as well.
it probably does, yeah.
No, it's not.
Um,
Probably it is. It is. I see it. It's not on the news,
oh,
which is
oh,
yeah. It's not on the news, but it is happening as well. There's the same
oh.
issue, bullying and yeah, child grooming as well.
Ugh.
So it's not
Other
just.
other news coming through.
Yeah.
There's a Shop and Hop event coming up in Second Life 2025. The applications are now open for that. If you're a content creator out there, they're looking for people for that.
For what?
For the shop and hop,
Is it?
hop and shop,
There's a-
shop and
there's a-
hop.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Autumn and
there's a
Halloween
voice-
season is coming. It's time for me to shop.
There's a voice beta going round. They're asking for region owners to participate to roll out a new version of voice. That's out there too, using the WebRTC voice service. Basically, Second Life are looking to upgrade their infrastructure. So if you have voice active on your region, and you are a person that controls a region, for example, then they would like to hear from you. Other things out
Quite
there as
literally.
well. There's the mesh import has happened. As far as that's concerned, as well as the way that mesh is being imported, those have changed, and actually Pris has mentioned that in a blog that she's done as well. There are new gifts available for all plus premium, all the people that have a premium version of Second Life. There are new gifts available via Seraphim for all the premium members, if you want to do that too. I think, Pris, you might even be coming up with something about Seraphim. Because I think you.
We're losing your voice.
Oh, you're losing my voice now. Oh, okay. As I say, there's more things happening. I say you've got a Seraphim thing coming up next week. I'm not going to say any spoilers in terms of what it is or anything.
Yep.
Looking forward to hearing all about it. Yes, there's some things coming as far as that's concerned. But yes, if you are Seraphim, I know has got together with the Second Life, and they're providing a whole load of gifts and virtual gifts from the people that have got premium plus accounts.
And James, I just want to reply to James. He's right that kids go 13 going on 25, but I mean it is still up to the parents to make sure they don't grow up too quickly. And it is
yeah,
up to the parents as well to give them access to technology. As you know, like I had a friend that gave their 4-year-old an iPad Pro. Is it an iPad Pro? Yeah, an iPad Pro, like at 4.
At 4?
4, yeah.
Wow.
At 4, you should give a kid's iPad.
No.
Yeah, so they can like. I mean, if you're gonna be an iPad parent, like you want to give them a kid's iPad so they can watch like Coco Melon and you can lock down all the securities and stuff.
Yeah, but that's the main issue is that if we always blame the kids, but I mean, yes, some
Oh
kids are
no,
more
I'm not blaming the
difficult than
kids.
others.
Like
But
we can
the
talk about
parents,
whether it's okay to be a iPad parent, but if you're going to be one, you want to get a kid an age-appropriate iPad.
yeah.
You can't get an age appropriate iPad unless you're buying one of those Fisher Price things. So you just basically control
Yeah,
the content that's on the
basically.
iPad.
Yeah.
You control the content.
Yeah,
that's
they
on-
make
Yeah, but
they make iPads for kids.
Yeah, but they don't even need a screen either. My daughter refuses to give
They don't.
a screen to
Yeah.
her child.
I mean, if I was a parent. So, I kind of like how my brother does it. It's a little bit of both. My brother, his older niece is 10. Ever since she was, probably 3, she had an iPad, but it's an iPad for kids. It's only got educational stuff on it. It's all locked down. She only basically sees age appropriate stuff, and they do screen time. A few days a week, they can have a screen for an hour a day, whether it's the iPad or a movie or something like that.
Yeah, if you control it. But I saw
Yeah.
one time I was working for the voting thing, and there's a mom that came in to vote. She was pulling one of those trolley for the beach. I don't know how they call clowny, those big trolley that we take to the beach now. The kid was in it with a blanket and had an iPad. So instead of making her kid walk and chat with her, she just put it in a trolley and give it with the iPad walking, and so she could vote. I just thought that was a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, even if we get pressured as parents, I mean,
Yeah, I can't really speak on that because I'm not a parent. I don't know what it feels like to have your child and come home in tears saying, but everyone else has this. Why am I the only one? I don't know how I would feel if I was faced with that.
yeah, but that's a bit why the issue of the age restrictions, like, because all kids have access to everything without explanation. It's just like, you want peace, oh, here you go, take my phones, take my iPad, and they ignore the issue.
Yeah.
And this is actually also one reason why some venues in Second Life enforce a PG rating, because they say that you might be an adult and we might be adults, but you might have a kid out there that could potentially be using your account, so we're going to keep it PG for that. And okay, my point of view for that part of it is that's trying to basically shift the realm of responsibility away from the child or from the parent onto saying, okay, fine, we're going to basically force, and we want you all to act like children on the premise that there might be a child out there. I'm sorry.
I mean,
but
some Sims can choose to run that way, but you can't. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Andy.
That to me is a step too.
It's silly, but I mean, it's house rules. Your Sim, your rules.
Okay, but if I'm
you and I don't like that, so we don't go to those Sims. But some people
as
appreciate it.
As I'm trying to say, because you keep jumping in, if I'm a responsible adult and a child, and I have set an account up there, then I think I deserve to be treated like an adult. I'd rather not be treated or told that I have to act like a child in case there's any other child out there. That's really moving. Let me finish. Let me finish.
On that part.
Let me finish. That's moving the onus of responsibility from the parent, who at the end of the day is in front of the child, to the venue that's providing the community for everybody.
Yeah, but I don't think they really mean that.
But it's what they're doing. And that's
no, it's not what they're doing. It's what they say. But I think really it's just they're telling you to imagine that scenario, and that's how they want you to act in that sim. And some adults appreciate that because they don't want to see adult content. They just want a PG evening.
If they don't like that, then they shouldn't go there. It's as simple as
exactly.
that.
You and I you and I are not into that, so we don't go to those places. But some people really appreciate that, and it's not always about if a kid is sitting next to them. Sometimes people just don't want the crazy adult content that's all over Second Life. They want to log in and they want to listen to 80s music and just have a quiet evening. And
that's fair enough. But
that's fine. There's places for that.
As a responsible adult of a certain age, I'd rather not be patronised by a club to tell me that I've got to act like a child. I'm sorry, guys.
Then we can leave. But I don't think they're... They don't mean act like a child. They mean just act like appropriate.
Clara, will you please stop arguing with me? I'm just trying to make a point here.
But you're missing the point.
No, I'm making my point. Thank you. So
but you don't understand them.
But you don't have to understand them, Clara. If you have a point, if it's how you feel, it doesn't matter what they feel. Really.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why you and I don't. I'd
rather like to be treated as the person that I am. If I choose to go into a place and if I, just want to be there and I just want to be myself, that's fair enough. I don't want to have people coming into what I'm wearing or, trying to be pointed in terms of those kind of things and treat me and tell me I've got to act like a child.
Yeah.
Let me finish. Tell me I've got to act like a child. As a responsible adult of a certain age, I don't feel comfortable in being told that I have to act like a child. So that's that's just my take on the whole thing.
That's not what they mean.
As I'm finished, if I can finish, please. When I come across places like that, I vote with my feet, and I just don't ever go there again. So that's just me. Okay. I know other people might have different points of view on that one, but that's just my own personal point of view. And yes, it doesn't mean to say that as a responsible adult now, I've got carte blanche to sit and swear and abuse and do lots of adult activities and stuff, which I probably could do, but frankly, I don't see the point. I just want to be treated for the person that I am, and that's the thing. But yeah, so when I come across those things, I just
Okay, so nobody has ever asked anyone to act like a child. If someone asks you to act like a child in SL, you should probably report them, but not to Patch. I'm going off the wrong direction. What they mean is just as if there was a child. Of course there's not a child there, but as if a child was present, you want to act appropriate for that. Because some adults just want a quiet evening and they don't appreciate all the mayhem in SL. They want to get in SL, but they don't want all the mayhem. And there are spaces for that. You and I don't super like that, so you and I don't usually go to those places. And that's fine, and it's fine that some people do, and no one's trying to cater to children or tell people to act like children. It's just that some people want that kind of environment where things are quiet and not, rowdy.
Is there such place in SM?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple clubs like that. Now, Andy, you mentioned, camming what people are wearing. That is way out of bounds. That should be reported. That place should be shut down. I don't know how much I should say about that, but it is happening. To see if people are wearing panties, because the dress code is that you cover your bits. And, we had a friend go to one of these places, and she was wearing a long skirt, and she was not doing some kind of crazy dance. She was just sitting there, probably just kind of bopping a little bit, and um, she was told to leave because she wasn't wearing.
No, be completely blunt, because
What?
I had the conversation with her. She told me the only way they could have seen what they seen was if they de-rendered her clothes to see if she was wearing underwear or not. And that,
Yeah, it
frankly,
was
I
going to
think
be
is
either
out of order.
camming or de-rendering. Yeah, they had to really look to find that out about her. And
Yeah.
actually, it just so happens that during that point in time, I worked there at that club as a host. It only lasted 3 days because I saw a bunch of crap happen and then this happened, and yeah. But yeah, like people would randomly say in local, like they would yell out, "I am wearing underwear," and it would come out of nowhere. And like we were told at training, like you need to be able to see everyone and stuff. And they did not tell you directly to cam or de-render. But it was, I mean, you have to find out about everyone. You have to be able to see everyone. You have to catch anyone. And then when I told them that this happened, it was, that doesn't happen here. Who was it? And then I named the person. Oh yeah. Who was it? Like I'll fire them immediately and stuff. When I named the person, it was, that doesn't happen here, and how dare you, and blah 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 blah. And the owner of that particular club has some marbles loose, like for real. I don't mean in
Well,
there was a bit of drama way, like she's really something's off.
Putting my legal brain on, if you say untruths to more than two people that are to the detriment of the person you're talking about, that's effectively a slander situation. If you put it into text form, that's a form of libel. They can be sued for that legally in any part of the world.
They also,
if you do it in Second Life, you can also report them too if they are being particularly objective about certain people from certain types of people from certain geographies or certain culture or creed. And again, I think that's wrong too. Like I say, it all just stems back to the thing I said a few moments ago. I just like to go to a place and relax and join the community and be accepted for the person I am, rather than the person that I'm told I have to be. Is that too much? Is that too much to ask?
No,
I mean,
just hang out
at the
in
clubs
the place
where at the PG clubs where people are normal, you can be yourself. You just don't want to swear. You want to make sure that like what you're wearing covers you, and like you're fine. But I will not name the name, but there is one club in particular. It is a very big name in Second Life still. Where they're just crazy. It's run by this woman who is just off it. But a lot of the PG clubs, they're nice people. They have rules that not everyone might like, but they're.
Well, no,
I mean, if you just kind of come in and act normal, they're fine with you.
I went to Muddy's yesterday because I needed some videos, and I was quite surprised. There was someone with a see-through dress, and I thought, oh, never seen this in Muddy's. Yeah, in Muddy's, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So you named it, so yeah. The reason you don't see that is because that's what we're talking about. But anyways, moving right along.
I go to Muddy's because it's PJ, and yeah, for videos it's great. But yeah, I was a bit surprised last night when I went there. I just needed a last minute shot, so for my video.
Yeah, it's not being run very well. Probably, I mean, I've been there a long time. Probably still some really nice people there, but it's not being run awesomely.
Well, like I say, it's if someone starts telling me I shouldn't act like I can't act like myself in any place, in any way, shape or form, then I feel that's being discriminatory, and I don't want to go there. That's just me. That's my personal point of view, and that's it.
Well, but hun, you remember the 80s club I used to work at? They were PG. The PG rules applied, but we were able to be ourselves because we just acted normal.
Yeah, I know, but this is the thing. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think we've been going for nearly an hour. I think it's about time we made a little bit of a gesture to people that are out there, and I don't mean something with my hands. So if you guys were listening in last time we did this, there's 13 people out there. What a shame there aren't so many people as there were last time, but never mind. If you got to be in it to win it. I'm sitting here with 500 lindens, which I will give 100 lindens to the next 5 people to come and join us on the boat.
except Clowny.
Clowny gets 500 spanks.
Ladies, that's you being discriminatory against clowns. I'm not.
Yes.
What I've just said, I'm not.
No,
Gonna,
just
I'm not gonna,
Clowny in particular. We're fine with all the other clowns.
as I was saying, I don't go to places where they discriminate against people. So, yeah. The next 5 people to come and join us. There's 100 lindens here for you, starting now. Yes, I am watching both chats. So yeah. And if you decide to come along and disappear like 2 seconds after you're getting your 100 lindens, then all I can say is that you're a bit of a sad face and a bit of a sourpuss. and I'd rather you stay and have a chat with us at the same time as well, because it'd be good.
We will remember you.
They might get a bite from the shark instead.
They'll only get a bite from the shark if they fall over the side of the boat, Pris.
No,
so
that is not true. Because that one girl the other night, she came in
God.
to your TP and she got hit by the shark immediately.
I can't. Sorry, Clara. I can't say anything without you saying that I'm wrong somewhere. Please, I'm just simply saying if they can get onto the boat.
This an hour ago.
If they come onto the boat here, there's 100 lindens for them. That's it. I can't be responsible for what happens if they don't land on the boat.
Yeah.
Or if they do.
There we go.
The shark may or may not attack. I have no control over it. It just happens.
I've been sitting here and I even fell over the side of the boat and he didn't come after me. So I don't think.
I explained that too. It's because he goes in a wide circle. When he is close to the boat, he will attack. If he's too far away, he doesn't detect you.
No.
Yeah, James is just saying. James and Fluff are just saying, what's the location?
It's in the description for once. I got it.
There we go.
It's in the description of the video.
Look at that. We've got organised.
Yes.
It's in the description here somewhere, wherever it is.
And I did it right this week. Yep.
Where is it?
It's in the description. There's a
I want to see it.
So
don't.
Yes, there it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
There it is. If you've got a topic you'd like us to tackle, feel free to reach out using my contact details, says Pris. And then she puts some details on. Yes, maps. There's a location right there.
I didn't make it too obvious because, let's make it difficult.
Oh,
now, if you
Alice.
they need to swim to be able to swim by the sharks
Oh.
to get to.
Oh, and guys, when you come in.
Let's disable the fly option so we can.
We're all talking again at once. Please, let these people hear us.
Okay. And when you guys come in, remember to turn on voice and turn down your YouTube, because YouTube is usually about a minute behind. You want to hear us in real time, you want to hear us on voice. It doesn't mean you have to use your mic, but you won't hear us otherwise.
You're more than welcome to come in, even if you don't want to use a mic. But we do talk through voice in here. So if you come in with voice active, even if you haven't got a mic, you'll have to talk into local, and we'll talk in text in local. That'd be completely fine too. I'm just simply saying, come on. There's money here for you if you want it. If you don't want it, don't come.
You
can obviously afford it if
to go back.
You can obviously afford it. You can obviously afford it if you don't. So there we go.
I wanted to go back to one thing that James said and Clowny said about the kids in the chat. So Clowny said, do you want the kids to keep up with new technology which comes out, but oh my gosh, they need to be pushed to go out and touch grass and be sociable. And then James said, easier said than done. They hang out and they are all on their phones. Social skills are on the down.
think Alex is out there and she's looking for us right now. I can see her flying around the sim. Alex, is that you? Are you looking for us? We're out here. The boat has changed colour. Don't forget, we're on a different colour. There we go. We're on a dark colour boat now, not the one we were on last time.
Ooh.
There she is.
Woohoo!
Welcome, Alex. Good to see you. And I'm going to quickly put a note through.
Oh yeah, you got voice. Hey, girl.
Alex wins 100 lindens. There we go. Congratulations.
Yay!
That's all there is to it, guys. There's still another 400 out here.
Oh, I'm not wearing my yay anymore. That's probably good.
How cute. She is so cute. Let me just
Little bunny ears.
look at the her pet. Let me just look at this cutie. He's adorable. Oh, adorable.
Not sure what's more adorable, actually, the floppy ears on her head or the floppy ears on her shoes.
Me.
No, Clara, actually.
Oh, it's not the
me.
shoes.
Look
Oh,
at
yeah,
this
that is true.
What is that? What is that?
This is so cute.
Oh, look at this. Look at that paws.
How adorable.
Who makes it? I mean, yeah, who dreams up the ideas like this? You have to ask the question, don't you?
It is so cute.
Okay.
That looks like a little Polly Pocket puppy.
You look gorgeous. Let me just do a video as well. Take a screenshot.
Definitely.
Ruby is my owner. Aww. Yeah, be careful with the food. It might take your top off. That's what it did to Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy. James says, "What if we want to come but don't want the money?" And I said the reasonable solution. Then come and tell Andy to give the money to me.
No, we're not going to give the money to you. But if you don't want the money, then just let me know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to come and just for the money. You can come anytime just because you want to join us. That's fine too.
You can come if you want to give me money.
I'm trying to play a bit of game here, so 5 people can come along these things and they get 100 lindens for doing it. If you guys don't want the prize, then okay, don't take the prize. We're still welcome seeing you. You're not banned from coming here simply because you don't want the money. I'm just simply saying we're playing a bit of a game here, and if you come along, you get 100 lindens.
Yeah, it's not an obligation. We're not going to force feed you the 100 lindens.
Yeah, we're gonna tie you down with RLV acting, and we're gonna say that's it. You've got to have 100 lindens. If you don't accept 100 lindens, that's it. You've.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we can.
Money.
I don't think we can do that.
Yeah. No. Well, we could, but we won't.
Oh well.
That's adorable.
Denise probably has something like that.
Oh well. So what else is happening in Pris's world?
I'm just preparing the new Meta Hub for my for my podcast, my interviews. I've set up a new building, which I'm working on,
Oh.
and decided to put it on the Winter Sim platform.
Oh.
So that's coming at some. So maybe at some stage we might do the podcast there just to show it off.
Wait, you're
when
gonna
it's
put a
ready.
new building in the winter place?
It's already done. It's already there.
Oh, yeah, I saw that earlier.
So working on it.
I'm about to start landscaping our parcel. Where's the road going to be? Is there going to be a road or not?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far. That's,
Okay.
yeah, that's
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna sound like a complete ignorant person now because I have no, someone that has no brain because I'm well, I've only got 2 brain cells anyway. Most people know that know me. If you don't know if there's going to be a road there, how do you know whether to put a tree in there? How do you know whether to put a fence in there? It's kind of like
Well, the
something
road's
we
not
need
going to go through our property.
Well, we've got houses. I know there's houses in this. Okay, so for the people that are out there that don't know, okay, we have a summer version of this island. There is also a winter landscape, which was
Well,
also
the winter
being.
place, I think it's for tenants only, though.
It's well.
No.
There's going to be there's a winter
No?
there's a
Oh.
winter play there's a winter version of it coming out. Apparently, there is snow in some parts of Australia in the winter times as well. In fact, if you thought about it, I guess it probably makes sense that there would be, because otherwise Australia wouldn't have a bobsleigh team. Although, mind you, Jamaica had a bobsleigh team once, so I don't quite. I don't know. Anyway, I've only got 2 brain cells, so I stand corrected if there's another reason. But anyway, there is a winter version of this island that we're putting together at the moment. And the houses are there. And there's nothing between the houses, and the thinking is, okay, yes, we've got to put some stuff in there, but I'm just kind of wondering, how do we know what to put in if we don't know what's going to go where? And it's kind of fun.
Yeah. And to answer Hector, I do have one crocodile or head that is snapping when you approach it. It's an old thing though. It's not an animation one. It's animated. I just don't know. I just can't remember the brand, if I still have it even. It was a really, really cool crocodile. I don't know what the one, but yeah. Let me see if I can find it. But that's that. The landscape of the winter platform is really, I don't know what's going to happen there. I just hope I'll have time to do it before Christmas.
If we do a Christmas version of it, you can always make it put a clock ticking inside the crocodile if it's coming up to. Well, I guess that could be
That's
quite
Peter
fun.
Pan. That's not Christmas at all.
Isn't it? Well,
That's Peter
okay.
Pan.
Speaking as a
Peter
token
Pan
Brit,
lives in London. Like, how do you? I mean, Wendy is from London. How do you not know this one?
so token Brit here in the place. When we get round to December, middle of December, and into early January, we have a season of what they run in theatres here with all the celebrities and everybody else gets involved, and the money all goes to charity. They call it pantomime, and one of the pantomime subjects that they usually have is Peter Pan.
Oh.
So it is quite possible if we want to go for a Christmas theme or something like that, then we don't have to go through like Widow Twanky and all that stuff. Oh no, we don't. Oh yes, we do. And we could have the crocodile randomly going around, ticking away like it does, and we could shout out, "It's behind." Okay, I'm saying things here which probably don't mean a lot to a lot of people unless you have a bit of British culture.
I mean, you don't want me to decorate for Halloween, and that's very American.
I don't mind Halloween, but Halloween is like All Hallows Eve, which kind of suggests from the name, as it actually is, it's one day. And I'm kind of nervous about making a one-day festival into a 2-month extravaganza. That's all.
Well, clearly we're already not doing that. I'm not going to start till October.
There's a lot of other things going on in the world apart from Halloween in the next 2 months. So yeah.
He doesn't want me to be happy, folks. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but no, like, it's my favorite thing. It's bigger than my birthday. It's bigger than Christmas. And I'm trying to start in October, and he keeps pushing back.
No, you're trying to start in September. That's the thing. It's not till the end of October.
I'm not starting in September.
They're celebrating. They're doing a big party for Halloween in Sydney, I heard.
Yeah.
And it was funny because someone actually commented and said, "Since when are we celebrating Halloween in Australia?" And I was just like, why not? There's nothing wrong with celebrating Halloween.
I have to be honest. I went because it's weekend. I went out and got my food like I do.
on a Saturday morning, and I went into my local Tesco, for those of you that know what Tesco is. And in a couple of the aisles in Tesco, they have what they call seasonal promotions or seasonal produce on there. So you want to think, what's the seasonal stuff that's in there? I went this for Christmas. They're selling wrapping paper and parcel stuff and everything else for Christmas, Christmas cards and all those things, but ready for Christmas already. So we kind of, Halloween is not such a big deal in the country where I am.
You got Christmas stuff happening here already too.
Here too. This is stupid. Nothing should be allowed until the 1st.
It's 2.5. This is 2.5 months away. But yeah, I mean, the end of October is Halloween, and I'm seeing people are starting to talk about Halloween setups already, and it's kind of obscene because Halloween is almost gone from like one day into something that's months long.
No, I suppose if you want to plan it, like you would have to plan it. It's like we're doing the podcast, we're going to have to start planning it. But I'm not in my mind, I'm not starting planning it until at least the 1st of October. We're in mid-September. I'm not going to start planning now unless I come across something that I'm thinking, oh yeah, it would be good for Halloween.
Yeah.
But
Here's the thing though too, and I'm a freak, and this might be uniquely American, but if it was up to me, Halloween would be all year. There would be no waiting. There would be no putting things away. It would be all year.
No.
Right.
No.
I wait until October every year. It's fine.
Can you imagine what it would be like in Clara's world at Christmas?
Halloween.
There would be no Christmas, and everything would be black and spiders cobweb.
No, there would
like
be
that
Christmas. It
everywhere.
would all be Christmas. It would just be like Gothmas.
Wow. Wow. This is so... No. I think it should all be
But I compromise.
limited.
I live in the world with everyone else.
Exciting.
So
It's more exciting. Like if you have everything all year round, there's no excitement anymore. It just becomes boring.
Yes, and
like
I'm
Christmas
allowed to be
should be-
excited about it in September and then not start till
No.
October.
Nope.
What? No, I can be excited about anything any time of year. And I'm allowed to
kidding.
anticipate
Yeah.
Halloween in September and then not start till October.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I'm only kidding. Thank you, Alex.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're kind of celebrating, the birth
Oh,
of
bye,
the
Alex.
Son of birth of Son of God. And it's supposed to be a time of light and a time of goodwill to all men. And everything else, not necessarily ripping their heads off, attacking them with zombies or vampire bats or all those kind of things as well. I don't feel there's much goodwill in that kind of a setup. That's just, maybe I'm just old-fashioned. I don't know.
You're just thinking about it too hard. Like, for some people, Halloween is about the slasher film, that
Well-
side of things. And for some people, it's just a fun way to decorate. It's fun things to do.
Yeah, and they're
When I
doing
was a kid-
those contests as well. Like for Christmas, they're doing the lighting. Like I know in the US they do that a lot because I went there
Yes.
for Christmas, and my friend had a plan, like a physical plan of where the lights were going to be. But we have here the same thing. They're doing competitions every year for the best lights for Christmas. They also have that for Halloween. It's not common at Halloween, but there's part of town where they do put a lot of effort and having something about Halloween.
Also, I'm of the generation where, at least in America, when I was a kid, we went trick-or-treating, and they are very special memories to me. Apparently, the kids aren't doing that anymore, which stinks, but it kind of makes sense. It's not safe.
There's two things about it. There's a safety aspect. When we had COVID, it was stopped altogether because obviously that's basically spreading it, which you didn't want to do. But I mean, when I was a kid, I'm going back a bit. When I was a kid, people didn't go out at Halloween at all to start with, because Halloween was where the forces of darkness were basically coming out, because the day after All Hallows Eve, it's an eve, the day after is All Saints Day. So Halloween was the one night when the witches and the forces of darkness were allowed to go out and be loose on the world. You really didn't want to bump into them
So people used to stay inside, out of the way. Then we started getting trick-or-treating. And trick-or-treating actually got banned in the UK for a while because trick-or-treating effectively is, well, the police described it as demanding money for menaces.
What?
You knock on someone's door and you yell out trick-or-treat. If they don't want to treat you, that meant that you were entitled to play a trick on them. And the tricks could be anything from fireworks put through to your doorbell, through your letterbox, for the people that have letterboxes in the front of their front doors, to people putting graffiti, having, basically pulling tricks and stuff on there. So you had to basically pay the people money to stop them doing that. That's what trick-or-treating was. That's why it's trick.
That's not how it was here. I mean, kids did do mischief stuff, but
Hang on,
it wasn't
I'm finished.
directly
I haven't finished. Sorry. So, police said you can't have the situation where people effectively are blackmailing people to give them treats if they knock on their front door. So they banned it.
I'm so
Now
sorry.
we have this American thing out there, which is okay. We'll all dress up in costume. We'll go around with a bucket or something and chuck a load of candy in it, and that's all very, very nice. But trick or treating from that point of view has only really been like that in the UK for maybe about 8 to 10 years.
What?
Before then, it was a completely different setup altogether.
I think trick-or-treating as we know it started in the 50s. And a little bit before that, there was some of it in the 20s, but like as we know it, I think it started in the 50s-ish.
Well, that's in your part of the world, Clara. That's not what it was.
Yeah,
like
and in my
where
part
I
of the
am.
world, like kids did mischief and stuff that you're talking about, but it wasn't in direct response to someone saying, no, if you don't want the kids at your house, you turned your lights off so that the parents that were with the kids would know to pass your house and go to the next one.
Didn't work that way. I say the kids were being arrested.
I am so sorry. You missed out. Oh my gosh.
So it's not. Oh my gosh! This is what it effectively is. That's why it's trick or treat.
Some of the best memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Mardi Gras in France, which is in February, I think. Yeah, Mardi Gras, we wear, so it's not, you can wear any costume, and we go out to houses and we get money. That's what we do it, for money. So we go all around all the houses, and they give us money. And then we go back to the house and we have hot chocolate and beignet. This is Mardi Gras. So it's kind of the same thing as Halloween, but it's not scary. It's for the kids. So and we do that.
It's very different in New Orleans. Mardi Gras is a big deal here. It's also in February. It's
because New Orleans was a French part, wasn't it?
You give beads to a woman, and she shows you her tatas.
Mardi Gras isn't it?
It's not for kids.
A gay celebration now, or in other part of the world?
America, no.
That's gay. That's Pride.
Pride is
yeah, but
June.
isn't it Pride? They call it Mardi Gras.
So no. Pride is June. It's usually June 1st. But Mardi Gras, I'm very sure that they are very pride forward. But it's not exactly a pride celebration. It's over here in America, it's not for kids. You drink a lot, you go along the French Quarter, which is an older street in New Orleans with a lot of history, American size history. I don't know. But and if you give beads to a woman, I mean, people say no and it's fine to say no, but in general, it's known for if you give beads to a woman, she'll show you her tatas. And all the plastic bead necklaces, they go all around the city that way. It's not for kids.
New Orleans may have made Mardi Gras famous worldwide, but its roots are deeply French. Both linguistically
New Orleans.
Yeah.
New Orleans was in the French part of what was before the USA was the USA. Part of it was owned by France, and that part covered New Orleans. That's why it's New Orleans as opposed to Orléans, which is the town in Northern France.
Yes.
I know that because I've been there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't doubt that it's different from what they're doing in France, but it's rooted in French culture.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're still doing it because, I left
Mardi
France.
Gras? Yeah. Yeah, every year.
I don't know because it's so scary these days. Like, I honestly
So,
wouldn't,
in America-
if my kids were young today, if I had young kids, I wouldn't let my kids go and knock on doors. Because we used to do it, we used to go as kids.
Oh, you
like,
mean
there was-
Halloween?
It doesn't
So-
matter Halloween or anything. Like I was saying to Clara, we had a murder some maybe what my kids are probably 15 to 20 years ago, because at school they make the kids sell raffle tickets. And she knocked on the wrong door. We've never seen the girl, and they found her body in a bush at the beach.
That happens all the time
Yeah.
here.
So, today
So,
I wouldn't let my kids go anywhere. I wouldn't do that unless you go
So-
with them, obviously. But
so in America, the trick-or-treat thing that I described was my childhood, but in the last 10 or 20 years now, they've been moving in a big way to either not doing it all or having like little parties with the kids and their friends inside the home and they dress up, or trunk or treat, which is where it's usually something like all the parents, park in the school, and it's organized by the school. They park in the school parking lot, and all the parents and kids go all around the parking lot and get candy from each other. And it's really sad. I mean, it's fun for the kids because they don't know the difference, but as someone who remembers trick-or-treating, yeah.
I don't know why we're talking about food. Pancake day, crepe day,
Grape day.
crepe.
Pancake Day was okay. Well, I don't know about crepes, but pancakes. I mean, that was. Go back to your Christian calendar. You had
10 years
basically
ago.
Lent.
No.
You had Lent, which was basically the 40 days and nights that Jesus was in the wilderness. And they, as a means of marking that, the Christian calendar marked and said, okay, so you have to physically give up something or give up all the good things that you had in Lent, because effectively that's what Jesus did. And that's why you remember that, and the fact that he was doing those things. And yeah, he eventually came out and did all the other things when he came back out for these things. And I'm probably going to get in trouble from someone that's deeply religious or a vicar or something out there right now for saying this. But anyway, Shrove Tuesday, which was the day before Lent starts, was the day when you could basically cook up all the good things left in your cupboard. And basically a lot of stuff from eggs and stuff came out of that. And that's when they basically, well, we call it Pancake Day in the UK. It's a fairly big thing. So we will try and have pancakes and that on that day.
Pancakes
because the
or
day after
crepes? Is it
no, they're not quite the same. They're not quite the same.
I know they're not the same. That's why I'm asking. I'm just, is it crepe
but
or is it pancake?
He won't explain it to you. He didn't explain to me the difference between pancakes and flapjacks.
We have it. We have Pancake Day, and as I say, the 40 days after that are Lent, which then leads you straight into Easter week. After that, so that kind of puts that into perspective in terms of the time when that happens.
Okay, the difference with pancake and crepes, Clara, is crepes are very thin and pancakes are fluffy.
No, I know the
pancakes
difference
are-
between those.
Oh, okay.
Over here, pancakes and flapjacks are one and the same. Flapjacks is, as far as I'm aware, like sort of a Canadian or northern slang for it. But Andy was talking to me one day and looking at me like I was crazy, saying they were two different things, but he would not explain it to me.
Oh, well, they are two different things.
Pancakes and flapjacks?
No,
Here in America, they're not, but I'm curious.
No, crepes and pancakes, I meant.
Well, I'm curious to know how in the UK they are, but
Flapjacks are like biscuits. They're made together with oats and that sort of bonded together with honey and syrup. They're
you
nothing
go.
like pancakes. They're nothing like pancakes at all.
now I know. I didn't know before. Because here in
Well,
America, they're one and the same.
I'm amazed that I don't know what you describe as a flapjack in America. Then, if it's
It's
not
a pancake. It's a pancake,
Wow.
but you're just like speaking slang or whatever. Yeah.
Wow. It's
Yeah.
completely different.
Yeah, flapjacks, they're not made different. They're made totally different. Yeah, they're not pancakes. Absolutely not. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. So they're different for anyone who needs so food lessons, baking lessons.
I'm yeah,
and
can
crepes
hear.
are better than pancakes.
I'm insisting on
French.
describing American culture, and I'm the only American. So maybe I should stop.
Well, it's good. It's French culture with UK culture, and yeah, it's based on oats. Yeah, so definitely not like a pancake. Yeah, 3 different things. But I say crepes are the best one.
There we are. Kimmy's got it as well. Flapjack is a chunk of chewy oats. She calls it. I think it's either honey. It's either honey or syrup. It's one or two that bonds it all together, and you cook the whole thing together. And it's
so
it can be
weird.
crunchy.
I'd like
They're
to try
really
that.
they're really
I've
yummy.
never-
I tell
yeah,
you.
I don't think I've ever tried one.
Yeah. Over here, when you're making pancakes, you have the option to say, "Anybody want flapjacks?" Because they're just the same thing here.
We've
I
got 400
want
lindens here,
waffles.
guys. If anybody wants some lindens, it's up to you.
I want waffles.
I'll come for you, Daddy.
I didn't
Even clowny.
I didn't make my waffles today.
No.
I usually make waffles on Sunday. Golden syrup and butter. Yum.
Yeah.
Do you guys have maple syrup over there? Because that's a big Canadian thing, so we have it in America.
Yeah,
but
we do.
Well, you've
have
just-
it.
y'all do it over there?
Yes.
You've just said yourself maple syrup is a Canadian thing. So we're not so much into maples here in the UK because we've got different
Okay,
types
so
of
it's a
syrup
no
here.
from Andy and a yes from Pris.
Yeah, we get it. It's imported from Canada, the good one. Yeah. It's not made in Australia. It's imported from Canada.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Otherwise, yeah.
So who wants 100 lindens and a big fat spank
You've
from
been
me?
in Dylan's
Since
thing.
Andy won't bite you. Sorry.
You don't have to spank. You have to beat them up when they turn up in Clara. And let the guys come and sit
Well, they
down.
want to be. They want you to bite them, but you won't, and that's fine. So I'll just spank you instead.
No. It's not they want me. Cloudy wanted me to bite them, and that was it.
It's Clowny. We're always
You-
going back to
you
Clowny.
You had a few takers last time.
I don't bite people. I'm sorry. I'm cultured that way. I
Yes,
don't do
But
that.
people got really excited, baby.
Yes, they do.
Well, okay.
Andy.
Okay. We've got a dog here. The dog can do the biting. I don't bite people. I don't bite people.
I mean, I'm offering to spank you guys if you like that.
Oh, now Kimmy's trying to blackmail me now. She says if I bite Cloudy, she's going to be there. So yeah, okay. I'm not going to do these things. I don't bite. I don't believe in physical abuse. So I'm not one of these ones that uses. Call me a killjoy if you want. I don't like spanking people. I don't like biting people. I like abusing people. I feel it's pointless, really.
Well,
So
no, I don't
just
like
here.
that stuff RL, but it's kind of fun at SL. It's different.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Not to me. It's not. So I don't think any form of physical abuse or physical contact like that is fun. So that's just
Well, NSL spankings are like high fives. They're not really. It's not really like
Well,
you're spanking.
yeah, in Second Life, anything is abuse. Like, look at the bruises on the body, like it's a fashion statement in Second Life.
Okay, I don't know if I'm about to share an unpopular opinion that is really, really strange, and I'm kind of concerned for those people. But anyways,
It's a fashion thing. Yeah, I don't. get it.
I've sat there with people that have been speaking up and saying, I'm beautiful, I'm really attractive, and someone's looking and saying, but it's not my thing. But I'm so beautiful, I'm attractive. Don't you like me? And I'm saying, well, I'm sorry. Someone that looks as if they've just done 10 rounds with Mike Tyson isn't really. I know he's not as heavy as he
have
used
this
to be.
conversation
But
with people.
someone that's look as if they've done 10 rounds with Mike Tyson, with bleeding cuts and everything else on them,
Honey,
I'd
if you've
rather
had this
not.
conversation with people, why is your first answer not "I have a girlfriend"?
What?
What? This is.
I didn't even. What? I didn't say that at all. What?
Well, if girls are coming up to you like, I'm pretty, don't you like, you know,
I
how
didn't
I
say-
look?
no,
Your
but you're
first
not-
response should be, I have a girlfriend.
You're making things up. I didn't say that at all. I was party to.
That's what you said.
I said I was party to a conversation where people were saying these things. I didn't say. You're not listening. Listen, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah,
do
so
listen.
yeah. But my
UFC.
point, the point of view which I'm trying to make, but you keep interrupting. The point of view which I'm trying to make is simply, you know, I'm not into physical abuse. I'm not into people that like to look as they've been the victim of physical abuse. Maybe they could want sympathy. They wouldn't get love or respect out of it.
I don't know what the deal is with it.
But that's me. Yeah, I'm not a fan of someone looking as if they've been beaten up. It's as simple as that.
I mean, everyone's heard of BDSM. We've all heard of 50 Shades, which, yes, was a very bad interpretation of BDSM, and it was very toxic. But, like, we all know about BDSM, but why do you want to go out in public with, like, the bruises, like, all over you? How is that glamorous? How is that sexy? How is just any of it? Like, I don't understand it.
That would be a very interesting interview if anyone wants to talk about it, because I would be very curious about that. This fashion trend of wearing bruising.
Yeah.
I would love to understand. Yeah.
Does it make you attractive, or does it make the person want to phone 911? You know, you know what I mean.
Well, it makes some people. It makes you and I want to phone 911, but I'm sure it's not everybody. There's
But maybe
some
somebody.
people like it, or else they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, but maybe someone. I mean, I don't know. It would be interesting to see the people that are attracted to that, and the people that just feel like it's beautiful to be wearing the bruises and the cuts and the blood.
Yeah, I don't. I really
No,
don't
I
understand
would
it.
love to talk to both. Like, that would be an interesting topic, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
There we go.
anyone in chat is someone that likes to do that stuff,
Yeah, you can.
Chris wants to
contact
talk
me.
to you.
Definitely. That would be. I wouldn't even know where to start, to be honest, with the questions. So, why? Yeah.
With the utmost respect. Why?
Yeah.
I could take it several steps further if I wanted to, you know, really explore the whole thing. You know, there's a big culture of people getting tattooed in Second Life. I can go to clubs here in the UK where they ask you to roll your sleeves up, and if they find any tattoos on your arms, you ain't getting in, because they say that's a certain culture that people they don't want those kind of people into those kind of places. Yet, you know,
Oh, they're still doing that.
I go into, well, of course they are. So, and you get people, obviously, there's a big tattoo culture in Second Life out there as well, which I'm not saying I'm struggling with. I mean, I just like to understand it, really. I mean, I haven't got tattoos on me. I just, well, I
I
look
have
like me.
plenty of tattoos on
but-
me.
Well, you got some. I don't know what you've got. It looks like you've been halfway towards being the golden girl in Goldfinger. But anyway,
I've got 3 tattoos in real life, and they're like smallish. But I can't be bothered to put it on my Abby.
I love
like, I don't
tattoos in
care
Second
enough.
Life because I can't do it in real life because I'm scared of needles. Tattoos and
Yeah.
me just so in Second Life it's one thing that, you know, it's a fashion statement that you can take them off.
James has put the statement in the chat on YouTube, and I think he's probably right in a sense. As long as it's legal, Second Life is a place where you can express yourself as you wish, and that's completely fine. And I don't have a problem with that. The only time I do have problems with people expressing themselves as they wish is if they want to try and enforce that expression on someone that isn't party to it and doesn't want to be party to it. So, for example, if I want to be in a club, right, and I want the club to be fairly realistic, it's got the sort of club lights and they're playing some, you know, modern music and everything's really good and everything else, then someone comes in dressed up as a dragon. or someone comes in with like 40, well, a whole load of different pets and stuff on there. You don't get any of that in an ordinary club. That's kind of a different expression. That's a different. I'm going to say the people that are in that club situation into their fantasy, and those people might not necessarily want to be a part of that. And I think that's the counterpoint to what James is saying. Second Life is a place where you can express yourself as you wish, but you don't necessarily have to demand to be accepted. Or
actually, I think he gave me one.
really?
He made
you
Thunder or Red Nose, yeah.
Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah.
I think he gave me a red nose twirl once.
Yeah. See, he's demanding the clown. See.
Equal
Who's
rights
the
for clowns.
bully
That's
now?
fair enough. I get that. I get
But
that.
also, at the same time, I could have said, no, I don't want to wear the nose. And he was still allowed to wear his nose.
Yeah. And we're talking about noses, but I mean, if you then want to talk about someone that walks, let's take this slightly more extreme. Say if you want to go into a club situation where you've got 40 or 50 other people, avatars around there dancing and joking and everything else on there, and someone starts to go in there dressed up as a 40-foot snail.
Yeah, that's not good. That's intrusive upon others.
Kind of. But let's be honest, they have the right to express themselves in any way they wish. If they want to be a 40-foot snail, but it
what
kind of
you're
ruins
saying, though. If they're
can't-
40 feet
Sure.
tall,
You know
there's
where I'm
not going to
coming-
be room.
You know where I'm coming from, though, don't you? I mean, if they come in as a 40-foot
Yeah.
snail and the club is only a certain size there, why have they got the right then to take over the entire
Yeah.
club situation?
If they want to be a life-size snail, or they want to be a human-sized snail, that might be okay.
Oh God! Why do they want to be 36 feet bigger than everybody else and take up that amount of space in the club? This is a kind of. I mean, I've taken it to extreme there, but that's the kind of thing where I think that's a bit of a counterpoint to everybody's
Oh,
right
Mick
to
from
be
Philly.
what they were. Nick from Philly's out there. Yeah, I can see him.
Is he headed this way?
He's in the air. He's 60 meters. I think Nick might actually be on the seabed. I can't see him.
He's trying to avoid the sharks.
Is he? Oh, that's okay. Come on over, Nick. I've got this money here for you if you want it. Of hovering. I don't know what he's doing. You got to be on the boat, Nick.
Well, it's not so much that it would be a bother. It would be if it's a large snail that takes all over. It's still a bit of
there was a club I had one night where we sat down there and we walked in there. We had a whole lot of people, let's say, doing club stuff. We're all laughing and joking about stuff, and this lady appears. And you ever heard that story about that old B movie, Attack of the 40-Foot Women? Well, she was a lot more than 40. She wasn't the snail, although I have seen the snail. She was much bigger. I think she was about 80 feet or something like that. Literally, we looked and everything from the knee upwards was out of the club, and the club's got quite a high roof in it anyway. I was like, what is she doing here? Because we couldn't move. Literally, it was nuts. But that's what she wanted to do.
okay,
yeah.
Mick is
Here he is.
Yeah, he's gonna listen to us from YouTube.
There he is. He's
and I
above
let
us.
him know that there. Yeah.
He's above us. He's above us.
Yeah.
Welcome, Nick.
Yes.
Good to see you.
I let him know that there's a slight delay between
That's fine.
us on YouTube.
He's there. I can see him. So I'm sending him 100 right now. Gone. Well done, Nick. Good to see you.
Hey, yo, brother. Come on down, Nick.
He's actually on the driving
see.
seat above us. Yeah.
Banana Primavera. It's interesting, people that come here, they all look different, which shows the creativity in SL.
There we go. He's hearing. There we go. He's hear us now.
If you've got
Well,
a
he
mic
can't
on,
hear
then
us in world.
he can hear us.
A
There we
friend
go.
told
Cannot.
him to come here. Who sent him? Who sent him?
Was it a clown? Was it a clown by
Clara
any
is
chance?
probably clowny.
You're a bore in real life and Second Life.
It's okay, I'm a cat.
You're not bored. You're not boring, Mick. Come on.
No one is boring.
Better not be a boar in real life, because unless it's a different spelling of boar, because a wild boar would basically have the police force as it to try to capture you and put you in a zoo somewhere if it had been in my part of the world.
Oh, Alex.
Oh, Alex
Alex.
sent him
Ah,
over.
friend
No,
of
well,
Alex.
Alex was here a while ago, so yes.
Come on down, brother. Come sit by Pris. She doesn't bite, only Andy does, and we took out his bangs.
You keep copying about biting. We're not doing biting in this place. So yeah.
1983 year of the boar.
Chef Boyardee.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a good cook and I call it Chef Boyardee. Chef Boyardee. Boyardee.
Oh, you guys don't know Chef Boyardee.
No, I do not know
No.
what
That's
is
where all the ravioli and the SpaghettiOs come from.
As in
The what?
A restaurant?
It's an American canned food.
Oh,
Okay. Well, yeah. That's yeah.
He's from Philly, man. That's Philadelphia. That's in Pennsylvania. That's in America.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be a fellow American.
I've never been.
I
What's
have
up, brother?
I'm sorry, Clara. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm talking about America.
Well, obviously, but I'm not in America. I don't know anything about it, so sorry. If it's a joke, it's lost on me, I'm afraid.
I mean, if you look some of this stuff up, but instead you always tell me, well, I don't know, we do it this way, so I tell you the same.
There we go.
I sound like such a jerk. I'm just
Right,
an idiot,
James.
that's all.
James says he has a question. Do we feel like romance in Second Life is dying? Because most don't seem to only after one thing, and there's less romantic role play locations on the grid compared to when I joined. Okay. Let me answer that first.
That's you and what you're seeking out and attracting.
Right. There's a number of ways you can look at this. So, if you're talking in terms of role play, that's like a game situation. You're pretending to be something else, so you're playing a role. That's what role play actually means. So, can you be romantic in role play? Well, you could play at being romantic. Does that actually mean you are romantic? I think that's probably slightly different.
That's not what he asked.
But no, this is what he's saying. He's saying, does he feel like romance in Second Life is dying? There's less romantic role play locations in the grid compared to when he joined. I don't go to. I have to be honest with you. I don't go to role play locations.
Yeah, I build romantic places for him.
Okay, but what James? What can you elaborate on what you call a romantic RP location?
To my mind, I'm just myself. Okay, and Pris and Clara will back me up on this. I'm myself. I don't role play myself. I don't play a role here. I mean, I'm looking pretty much like myself, although admittedly my hair is slightly different style. I'm just myself here. I talk as myself. I don't play a role. Am I romantic? You'll have to ask Clara for that. She probably says no.
A little bit. But I build the lands. I build him romantic lands.
Yeah. But so we do stuff, and we are ourselves. So we don't really role play it. Is there romance in Second Life? Therefore, well, we met in Second Life, and I've been twice to where she is, and she's been over here.
There is every resource to make
life.
your own romance.
You can do this, yeah. But it's Second Life. We had a conversation about Second Life in the past. As is it real or not? Second Life is as real as you want it to be. If you want real romance, then you have to go out and work for it, just like you go after romance in real life, because that's what people will respond to. That it's not It's not a tick box exercise. It's not a tick box exercise. If it ever gets to the realm of becoming a checkbox exercise, then it's not real romance, is it? It's not romantic. I can't check off a box to say, okay, I want that, and when I find someone that checks the same boxes, we're automatically in love. That's my point of view.
Checklists don't work.
Quinn's got a note. What's this?
Quinn has a question for you, Andy, that I am intrigued about too.
Why do I feel like people in the alternative lifestyle to me are pushing it on you? Just a question. Well,
Mick, you can't be naked.
He's not naked.
So, romantic themed locations, right? Well, that might be down. Okay, sorry, I'm going to go back to James for a second. Women wanting one thing. Okay, they might be wanting romance. They might be wanting something else. They might want to go into the sexual side of it. That's not really romance and sex aren't necessarily the same things. Although one might sometimes come from the other if you play your cards right. If they're demanding to jump straight from, straight into the sexual side without going through the romance side of it, the chances are they're playing a slightly different game. When you're going to certain locations where these things happen, I think you've got to ask yourself, so, people create what they want to create. And if I then go back to one of the things that you did say, James, about everybody has the right to express themselves the way they want to. I guess people that want to build regions also have the right to put what they want in their regions at the same time. And maybe they're not looking for romance when they put those regions together. Is that fair? I think that probably is, because they've got a right to not put romance stuff in there. And if there is a wider view that people don't want to go to romance and they want to jump straight into the sexual side of it, then I guess people aren't really going to focus so much on the romance side. I guess it's a question of who you engage with, who you talk to, and the manner in which you talk to them. And if you then find a group of like-minded people that might want to role play romance, then Bob's your uncle. If you want people that want real romance, that might be slightly trickier, because obviously there's a lot of people that want to play games and a lot of people that might want to role play things rather than go for the real stuff. And I don't think they're necessarily demanding that people engage in the real world kind of situation, or a real world means. So you get sometimes people, I won't talk to you unless you're on voice. I won't talk to you unless you do this and this, and you fill all these criteria and these rules that I have, and I'll put in my profile, so you must read my profile before you talk to me. I'm sorry. That's not romantic. That's not romantic to me. That's someone basically looking to say, okay, do you fit my criteria? If you fit my criteria, I will talk to you.
Checklists are BS.
Yeah. I don't feel that's very romantic. Let's put it that way. I won't go too.
Like, everybody has kind of a general list of traits that they hope for in a partner, but if you got this like black and white checklist ready to go, that's.
I think people put too much into it, though. It's like friends, people complaining, how do we meet friends? Where do I find friends? At the end of the day, I think things happen naturally. Just stop looking. Just be yourself and just act. Like when I met Tonda, I wasn't expecting, I wasn't looking, I didn't do anything. We just, started to chat, and from one thing to go to another thing. But people that keep looking for it, I think they're the ones that are struggling. When you look for friends, when you look for romance, actively looking for it, I think makes it way more difficult.
Yeah. I think you've got to talk to people on the level. You've got to really realise that people are themselves. You can't sit there and expect them to come to you on your terms all the time, because that's how people in the real world interact, right? So I think, in a sense, there's a lot more this is one thing I've found personally, there's a lot more of the point of view in Second Life that you have to bend to the person you are talking to, or that you want to talk to be able to talk to them. you have to converse, you have to fit in their rules, you have to fit their environment and the things that they hold dear to them to be able to talk to them. And only then, if you then tick those check boxes, you can then carry on and have that relationship or that interaction and everything else. It's kind of like the people are almost, well, Quinn was in the chat here on YouTube has said the same thing as well to me. Why do I feel this way? Don't you find sometimes when you can go into some places, they have their own set of criteria or rules that you have to basically conform to be able to engage with them? And I think that's wrong. I think that's a real shame. If I go into one place, and if I don't know, if I go into one, I'm going to pick out a wild example. I'm not referring to any particular place here. If I want to go into a place that's filled with unicorns because I like the environment and I like the landscaping and everything else, is it right, therefore, that I have to be a unicorn to go into that place because that's what the rule is? It's for unicorns only.
Sometimes
yeah,
it's like
okay.
that.
If they want to be like that and they've set up this unicorn nirvana,
I mean, that goes back to their land, their rules.
Yes, it does. But the point is, if I've then got a right to be myself, do I then have to be? Should I therefore demand and say, no, you can't shut me out because I don't want to be a unicorn. I want to be myself, but I do like the land. It's a question of tit for tat, one person's rules for somebody else as well. What I don't like is that when you've got a situation where certain rules have been applied and the people are denied the right to engage with that, full stop, and round out to be the aggressors because they're not fulfilling the same criteria. Do you get me? And that's, I feel, is a bit of a pity and a shame when you're dealing with something that's more sort of general type things. We talked about a particular club a few minutes back, where you've got to act a certain way, you've got to do a certain thing, and if you don't do that, then effectively you're out and you're cast out. That club prides itself on being open and being a community situation, yet they are, by their very mantra, excluding wide sections of the community for not doing what they want them to do. And that, I think that's kind of where I'm coming from, Quinn, to answer your question. In terms of dating, yeah, I didn't meet Clara on a dating app. I didn't meet Clara. When I first met Clara, I'll be completely honest with you. She was with somebody else. She was blind drunk. She was screaming her head off, and I thought she was probably one of the most irritating people I've ever met in my life. In fact, I think I even said that to somebody else at the time.
My voice gets really high pitched. Yeah. She
does. If you excuse the joking, when Clara has a few things to drink and she gets excited, she's almost capable of receiving incoming faxes. It's like that. There are dogs and there are cats out there that run in the opposite direction with their paws over their ears because her voice goes that high.
Okay, let me clarify something. The Linden Lab buying the app had nothing to do with Second Life. They were just behind. I think it was that was a side hustle that they decided to buy. They bought a business, which is a dating app. I guess dating app would make a lot of money. So it wasn't intended to for SL.
Well, think about that for a second then. Let's explore that topic of conversation. They bought a dating app. They might use some of that technology in terms of matchmaking people in Second Life. Does that mean Second Life is going to become a dating app? No.
No, but I
don't
think it has anything to do with it. I just think that a lot of people come to Second Life for romance. Like, it is just one thing.
Yeah, a lot of people come either for friendship or
it's either money to make money or romance.
When Second Life started going down the realms of having lindens as a currency rather than using US dollars or whatever other currency that they could have used out there. They had to build that whole financial system in Second Life, which is a bit more than some places have done, where effectively the currency becomes like a form of a voucher, which is a direct conversion rate, and that's it. Second Life went one step further and even got to the point where you can invest in the whole thing, and literally you can almost trade in it and play the money markets in the whole thing as well. And that's a double-edged sword. But you can do that kind of thing with Second Life. So if you've then built that, I mean, that whole monetary system was one of the reasons why they got some private investors to inject a large amount of capital into Second Life, which they've used for development of things like PBR and some of the other replacements, some of the older archaic technologies which are end of life or gone past end of life and are not working very well. And actually, long may that continue. Linden Labs is not just Second Life. Linden Labs is a whole number of different technologies, some of which augments the user experience in Second Life. And I think that's not a bad thing. It happens in other industries as well. I mean, crikey, you're looking at I'm a SpaceX fan myself. There, Elon Musk is sitting using the same dashboards using Tesla cars as being the display panels and the controls for the Dragon capsule, for example. So that's one example. The motors that drive the vanes on his boosters to control the re-entry coming back into the world are using motors used from Tesla cars. They share components across different industries, but obviously he has a common interest within all of those. And I think Linden's, to take that ideology and put that back into the Linden department, I think Linden's are kind of doing the same thing. They've got a number of different technologies out there. They've got the dating app, which is pretty much in terms of building building customer relationship management databases, building databases on people and information, those kind of things on there. It would probably even help when they start thinking about the verification that's coming to Second Life, so you can then build that verification as part of that app using that technology, drop that into Second Life, and then that effectively starts providing you with the security and the wealth of information which you have on people in Second Life at the same time too. So I think I know I'm going with trying to explain this, but I'm probably not explaining it in a very coherent way. There's a lot of different technologies out there, some of which can be dragged and dropped into other elements in Second Life. And I think from that point of view, yes, that's why they've gone the dating app route. That dating app will carry on working completely independently for Second Life, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of the technology behind that dating app starts being imported into some of the Second Life things on there. They've obviously bought it for a reason.
I didn't join SL for that, for anything, for romance. I joined SL because I had friends and they pulled me in. Then my boyfriend at the time joined SL as well because I was on there having fun with my friends and who he knew from real life.
Yeah. Okay, if I was to join Second Life purely for dating and finding romance and finding the person of my dreams on there, I've got a certain taste in people. Would I find the person looking at the common looks on people in Second Life right now, where certain dimensions are augmented in Second Life more than others? I'm into petite, slim people, which isn't really the most popular thing in Second Life right now, which is definitely moving towards the realms of chunky and beyond, shall we say. I'm not saying too much more about that, but if I was joining Second Life for that, and I'm looking for a nice slim person with a nice personality that shares my sense of humour, and looks roughly like the person she actually is, and I walk into Second Life, and with the Second Life right to look the way you are there, I could find a bunch of people that are as wide as they are high, and maybe with a unicorn head, maybe a tail killing at the back of their thing. Do I expect to find those people in real life? No, I don't.
But Clanny has a really good question. If there was no creators for adult furniture, for example, do you think SL would be as popular? Maybe SL would be more popular. Why? Why? Do you need adult furniture? You don't even use it, you told me.
A good 50% of SL at least is
Let me
people
go-
who, for one reason or another, are using things like adult furniture.
Yeah, because because it
And
is
Andy
there
and I do
now.
use the furniture, just not that often because we
Yeah.
have each other.
Yeah, but not everybody is joining Second Life for adult furniture. There's people
Okay.
that are just joining for creativity, doing other things. There's not just adult furniture in Second Life.
Right. So if you take out the adult furniture in Second Life altogether, and you basically say, okay, I don't want anything in Second Life to be adult anymore. Let's remove all the furniture that's got adult in there. Let's remove the creators for all that thing, and let's make the whole lot PG. Right, okay, there we go. This happened. This happened in IMVU. And IMVU went to a strict enforcement policy on all of that. And what actually happened was that there were a bunch of people in IMVU that they wanted to talk to people and get cuddly and everything else with the people that they were making friends with, irrespective of whether or not they could actually get the furniture that they wanted to do what it was, do adult furniture, because they couldn't get it in the marketplace, which IMVU had running at the time. So what they did is they got inventive, and I see this because I've been in more than one. I see this in a number of different virtual worlds. The human nature is as such that if you can't do what you want to do using the facilities that are already there, you tend to adapt. You either create what you want if you can't find it, or if you can't create it because you're not allowed to create it or there's no facility to create it, you adapt. So, for instance, one virtual world I know had some really bad looking avatars. Everybody tended to look pretty much the same. They all dance the same. They all tend to wear the same clothes. Guess what? It got really popular and really sociable because the people in that virtual world learnt to talk to each other. The ability to converse gave them a personality and gave them their own individuality and their own individual characters. And it's interesting when I see people from that virtual world coming to Second Life, because they are some of the most talkative people in the room, and you can see them a mile off, and they're great. People that tend to be more focused on looks tend to be the ones that just sit there and stare at you, and the look is important to them. They're very self-aware in terms of how they look, and they won't necessarily talk to you. Or if they do talk to you, they'll be very, very defensive in terms of, what you say to them, what they want to say, what they want to allow you to say to them, etc. And they go down that route. So, getting back to the point about adult furniture, IMVU got rid of adult furniture altogether, and they had then a black market develop where people could actually start developing their own furniture using other animations, which they managed to dovetail together. Yoga was a really big one. So, the old realms of hot yoga and stuff, the yoga in IMVU got very, very hot indeed. And they had lots of couples doing yoga on the same item of furniture. So you can imagine the positions they were in. And that was the way it started to happen. And then over time, people would develop more positions and things. Before you know where you are, you've got a whole black market situation where someone says, hey, I've got a sofa that does like 43 different animations on these things. For God's sake, don't tell the main people. And then suddenly you then get this culture in IMVU where the staff are saying, oh my God, we've got a black market here producing adult furniture and we don't want adult furniture in IMVU. So what are we going to do about it? Okay, we need to find the root bit of furniture that they're providing, and we need to shut that down, because then anything that cascades off that can also be shut down, and we can get rid of that adult furniture. And there then became like an arms race or a furniture race between the people that wanted to get rid of adult content and the people that wanted to create more furniture with adult content. But they couldn't use the adult content, the recognised adult content, so they were being very innovative and creative in terms of other positions and animations, which they could then dovetail together to make it look as if it had adult content. So I think the old roundabout answer to the question, Clowny, was if you ban it, people will find a way. And I think it's just a question then of, you then get that whole battle in terms of, how people do things after that. So the human nature, the human character has this
natural capability of adapting to its environment and doing what it wants to do. And no matter how many rules you apply to that, people will find a way.
I'm working on a poll. I just want to believe that that people, come to SL to have fun, not for adult content.
Well, let's be honest. You've got to know there's adult content in Second Life to want to come to Second Life for the adult content, wouldn't you? So how are you going to know that? Well, yeah.
Well,
I know in this case my story is unusual, but I came to Second Life because for decades I was obsessed with The Sims, but then there was a point where I was like, I wanted to be a bit more social, and then an IRL friend of mine showed me Second Life, and it clicked instantly. But that's probably not how most people come here.
Well, people come for reasons, don't they? I mean, there's some people want to come.
Yeah.
Some people come interactive. They're the ones that probably get more up with it, but don't get the interaction. They might find themselves in a location where everybody's more into how they look rather than how they talk to each other. And that's, I think, down to, in a sense, to the variety of different environments. And Second Life is it a game? Is it not a game? Is it a world? It's a Second Life world. It's a second world in which you can inhabit and do whatever you want to do in it. The world is your oyster. Your imagination is the only limit. So you can look as you want to look. You can do what you want to do, as long as you're not impinging on the rights and the rules of everybody else doing it. I think that's kind of a reasonable way to look at it. So, yeah.
It's great for people who are disabled as well. I have trouble walking to the end of my street, but in SL, I can climb a mountain. I can go on long hikes as long as I want. I can go up and down stairs as I please. I can ride a horse. I can ride a roller coaster.
Exactly.
All of that.
There's plenty of other things than just using adult content. Like, I love horses. I can't do that in real life because it's a very expensive hobby. So I do it in Second Life, ride a horse. Like, there's not just adult content. SL is not just about adult content.
Yeah, but a lot of degenerates are horny and they come just to try and get that.
Well, there's a whole on OnlyFans or something like that. They don't need to. I don't know.
There was a situation about 3-4 years ago when one of the places that me and Clara hang out at actually got given a recommendation by a world-renowned professor at Brasenose College, Oxford, because of the environment that we got together, the facilities and everything else, with the combination of Second Life and a few other things going on at the same time. They said the way this works for the human brain, it lights up the human brain like a bolt of lightning. They said it's absolutely brilliant. You should be charging for this for therapy, particularly for people with social anxiety, mental wellness, as well as people that are not necessarily physically able to do exactly they want to try and do. This provides a whole therapeutic platform where those people can battle their problems, circumvent them, or indeed meet the rest of the world on equal terms. They said it's brilliant. And let's face it, you can do exactly that in Second Life, as long as the person doesn't start trying to judge you and nail you back down and drill you back down, because that's not nice. So, there is that too. Would those people therefore come to Second Life for sex? Well, maybe a couple of them might do if they're feeling horny one day, but ideally, no. They're looking for that interactivity, and there's been lots of.
I think a lot come for sex. I don't know. There's
a lot of people, like I say, that have been through that, and we've had recommendations. We've had thanks that have come back in from the people that have had those challenges and managed to circumvent them and thanked us for it. As a result of that, they didn't come to Second Life for sex at all. And so there is that side of it too. Don't get me wrong, there's adult content lurking out there as well.
there's going to be some people come to Second Life for adult content. It's kind of tougher to do it in Second Life, I think, than some of the other virtual worlds out there, for example. Second Life is probably not as good looking as some of the other virtual worlds for doing some of the things that they might want to try and do from that point of view. But then again, there's more creativity in Second Life and the ability to potentially make the things that you might want to have, which you can't find in Second Life, and you can't necessarily have the ability to do that in other virtuals, for example. So yes, if watching two avatars bonk each other to the Kingdom Come is your thing, then Second Life is your nirvana. But there's lots of other things you can do and lots of other ways you can interact with people.
Okay.
I don't know. I just simply don't know the percentage of Second Life people that are primarily here for sex.
I did a
But
poll.
I think it's very high.
I did a poll.
Oh,
That said, there's a whole variety of different things you can do in
hang on a
SL,
second.
so
Right,
there's
hang
a
on.
whole variety of people.
right, Clara. Pris did a poll. What was the poll, Pris?
I did a poll to ask if people would join for sex. If we
Right,
remove
and what
sex.
happened?
Oh, I'm just
Wait, rephrase that. Rephrase that.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
posting the link in the chat. So if you want to have a poll, you can answer it there.
Awesome. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
But that might also reflect the number of that might also reflect the people that listen to this video as well. Don't forget. So, the people that probably really into that kind of thing probably aren't going to be watching your video right now with the.
It's true, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
well
the-
they're
the
too
pro-
busy. Yeah, they're too busy doing
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
They're in the middle of it.
Similarly, also, all the artists out there, all the musicians out there, all the people that like to create mesh objects, etc., out there as well. They may well have come to Second Life for all of that.
Okay,
They're
hold
not gonna be
on.
watching
We've
this
got
video.
someone
They're
that
not gonna be-
says that they joined for that. No shame.
Hey,
Really?
Kimmy.
So you decided to join Second Life just for that? How do people join Second Life for that instead of I don't know,
there's a lot of that.
watching porn or going on OnlyFans, for example?
Have you heard of the website called F-List?
The what? No.
F-List. It's a
No.
website.
Hi,
It's
Kimmy.
where you can it's where you can RP like sexual situations. But it's just in
RP.
text. Yes, RP.
Yeah.
But it's just in text.
What do you
And
mean, just
there are
in
some
text?
corners of SL that are very easy to find that are basically just like that, except you have an avatar in front of you.
Huh?
Yeah.
What? No, I don't understand. What? Repeat that? What do you do?
You
Okay,
in F-List, the entire site is forums of people like making roleplay situations, just roleplay sex situations. But it's all text. And if you come to Second Life, it is very easy to find the corners of Second Life that are just like that, except you have an avatar in front of you.
Huh.
Welcome, Kimmy. Good
And
to
a
see
lot
you.
of people are into that kind of role play, and if you like that kind of role play, it really adds something to have. I know this because this was why my ex was in SL. But if you like that kind of role play, if you like to spend your time on the internet doing that, Second Life really adds to that because you've got an avatar in front of you. You guys can interact on furniture. You're in a place that looks real enough. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm reading as well. Someone, so Fluffball came to SL to plant a carrot garden.
What? Oh, yeah, see, this is the other side of it, though. Like, a lot of people might be on here for sex, because that's around and easy to find,
Yeah.
but SL is so many different things that attracts all kinds of people.
Azrael was right because I can see that directly underneath what Flapper was saying about the Carrot Garden. Talking about IMVU as a lot of bans and products blacklists. That's exactly why it was. They had that whole black market situation going on out there because at the time IMVU was orientated towards teenagers and younger people. And a lot of older, more mature people came into IMVU wanting that adult content, and because they couldn't find it, they created something utilizing the scripts and things which they had in there to place. They couldn't do the full adult things from what they did, so they created this whole black market of merged products out there. And yeah, so then IMVU basically was creating departments of people to try and chase these things down and shut the products down as much as they could, as fast as the people were creating them. It was crazy situation. But Second Life was always the adult version, which is why you find when a lot of people from IMVU, when they come into Second Life, you'll find that they have rather good-looking avatars from day one, because actually the program, like the sliders for proportions and things, is exactly the same in Second Life. I think it might even be the same program as in IMVU. So it's very easy for them to look good and be good. They know how to interact with people. They know how to make a half decent looking avatar, so they can be good. They're not alts necessarily. They're not all bots as they may be. They're just ordinary people. People in Second Life don't always trust them for that.
Let me ask a even more controversial question. Is Second Life sex better than porn?
I think
Probably.
that depends on the individual.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
like, do you
think
prefer
probably
to
it
watch
is.
porn, or do you prefer to have sex in Second Life? Which is better? Maybe that should be another
I live
porn.
in
Well,
the
in
UK
Second
now,
Life,
so we're not going
there's
to
an
go into
element of
the
putting. What?
the lack of
my God.
access that we have here.
Well, in Second Life, there's an element of like putting yourself in the situation rather than just watching two people on a screen. Like you are interacting with someone and you are making one of these two or 70 people 70 one of these you're making one of these people move how you want to move and say what you want to say and look how you want to look, and I think if you like that kind of thing, it would be better.
There is. I'm not going to say I watch this stuff. There is porn out there. There is interactive porn out there. Don't get me wrong. Where you can have a
Is there?
Oh, I didn't know that.
so you can have a series of questions. We do this. What do you want to do now? And you press the button. I want to do this, and it goes away and does it for you. And you can see the whole thing happening interactive because they've got like a sort of a workflow thing running behind the software with a number of different outcomes behind it, and it'll do what you want.
I didn't know about this.
Part of that. Oh yeah. So you can have that, and that's using real people and real movie footage because they pre-filmed it all together. So depending on what answer to the question that you give and stuff, it goes and does that particular thing. So that's out there already. I think the difference with Second Life is the fact that there's so much more imagination that's out there and more creativity out there. So yeah, as Kimmy jokingly said, it's not always about it's not always about what's in front of you. If you want to sit in your chair with your arms folded with an expression on your face like a chewed wasp and expect someone to entertain you to the same level as, I don't know, some porn star you can see on a porn site somewhere, that isn't going to happen because it's all about sexual, that sort of thing is all about people interacting with each other. So if you aren't prepared to interact, you're not going to get very far. And she's right. So it depends how good you are in a sense. So if you haven't got the wherewithal to interact properly, that's not going to inspire the person with you. And the whole thing's going to fall over very, very quickly.
Honey, chat is talking about the AFK stuff. Yeah, you can basically just pick your lady, click a button, and then you're with her.
Yeah, but the AFK one,
Don't need
they're
any
doing that
social
for
skills.
the money though, and I don't know.
Some of those sims are for the ladies to make money. Some of them, it's just there.
Well, effectively, what you're doing is you're creating your own bot, if you like, and you're parking it on a bench somewhere, so that some guy that comes in or some person that comes in is feeling extremely excited and basically doesn't care if they person that guy
that doesn't require any social skills on his part at all. He just clicks a button.
if they don't want the person to have a pulse, but they just want to see them getting on with it, then they can do that. That's what the AFK sims are for. That's it. But the rest of it, no. I think it's, as Kimmy's right. It depends how good the person is that you're with.
It's also, the more you get to talk to someone and you have that connection, it's just that progression, isn't it? It's, could start as a friendship, develops into a relationship, and, we're all humans and most of us have needs, and
Really?
you just have to... I said most.
Yeah,
I said most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially Kimmy.
No comment.
Clowny with his.
I've been replaced by
Well,
Becky.
Clowny brought a friend.
We do like your friend Clowny. We know where you got the idea from as well.
He stole yours and painted her.
I do like that. I think that's great, actually.
Oh my god.
I feel sorry for the poor people on YouTube because they can't see this yet. It hasn't appeared on the YouTube stream. It will appear in a minute, guys.
It is now. It is now.
Is it on there now?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh, it's not on live. Okay. So yeah, you're
From
right.
experience or curiosity? Curiosity, of course. No one is talking from experience. Are you kidding?
I'm a virgin.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I can't explain my 2 children, but yeah, me too.
I was kind of like Kimmy. I need to have that connection before I do something. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a mechanical person. I can't just sort of sit there, plug and play, press a switch.
He's not
and
a
it happens.
mechanical bowl you can just ride on.
And this
Just put the coin in. I'm sorry.
And this is the thing. The joke was, for the first year that I spent in Second Life, I had literally less friends than I could count on the fingers of one hand. Because basically I would walk into a place and everybody was assuming that was what I was actually after, and I wasn't. And I couldn't make the connection
because
with
a lot of newer guys on SL just
I wasn't allowed to make those kind of connections because people were assuming that I was always going to be like that. So yeah, I had a very lonely time actually in my first, I don't know, 18 months, 2 years worth of, well, about 18
Honey,
months.
am I remembering right that you told me that you spent like your first month or something in the London, the main London sim, just watching people and learning SL that way because no one would talk to you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I couldn't go anywhere else. And I couldn't, half the time the people in those kind of places, they don't want to talk to you either. So I just basically sitting there. Don't get me wrong, I spent a lot of time in the sandbox tweaking my avatar. My avatar didn't get too bad looking very, very quickly because that was all I could do. And eventually I thought, eventually I'm going to get to a place where I'm going to get over the age limit and I might get to see more people. And eventually that did happen. But in the meantime, I spent some time in sandboxes. And just watching other people, and then obviously refining what I was doing, picking up tips from that avatar over there looks really good. Why does that avatar look really good? Okay, because they've got that particular body, they've got that particular head. That's how that's all come together.
Was that?
So, don't know. Someone's got to speak.
Chris,
anyway,
you banging around?
So
No. Oh, my flatmate would be. He's very loud.
So when they say about, how can you look so good when you've only been here a couple of weeks? Well, frankly, because I've had nothing else to do. So I've taught myself how to make it look half decent. I've had a bit of help from a couple of people on the way there. But yeah, for a first year, 18 months, I'm sitting out here, a normal guy trying to do normal things, and people don't want to talk to me because they think I'm only going to do one thing. Really prejudging the whole situation. It wasn't I didn't feel really particularly comfortable with it either. And then one day I went into this desert island thing there and I bumped into a whole bunch of people dancing around the pool area, and there was this girl screaming her head off, and she was half drunk and everything else. So we've already talked about that, so we won't go any further. But yeah.
I liked your accent from the beginning.
I couldn't talk at the very beginning because there was everybody else trying to shut me down. Yeah.
Yeah, there was like 8 or 10 people, and they were all like loud talkers.
Yeah.
Oh, Pris,
What?
Oh, okay. Your feed went black for a sec, but it's back.
Yeah. I think I thought I was crashing. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
hey, Andy.
It's okay.
Did you pay out all the lindens to all the peeps?
Well, I gave Kimmy some lindens. And Kimmy gave them
Clowny
back to
doesn't
me.
want it.
I don't want your money, Andy.
They don't come for the money.
Clowny's bought his own friends, so I'm guessing Clowny's all right. I haven't offered Clowny any money yet, but I could do.
He's bought a friend. He's hoping for 2 lots.
He wants 500 spanks.
Oh, wow.
He told me before he doesn't want me to give him the money, but
No,
there's still.
I'm just here for the entertainment.
There he is. He is there. I can see him. There he is.
Hey!
So
No,
yeah, I mean, so there
from
is
romance. We
there
went
is still-
to porn, so that's a good progression.
there is still 300 lindens sitting out here on the table for people that turn up there, and we're
I'll
gonna
come for you, Daddy.
we're probably going to be winding this cast up fairly soon. So it's going to be
Yeah,
kind of
dude,
a shame.
we've been
but-
here for over 2 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I do
okay.
keep interrupting you. I have no patience. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
the money's been out here, but the guys don't want it. So what can I do?
I want
All right, do you want me to put a tip box? I'll put a tip box.
No, don't go.
Attach some tits to my tits.
Tits.
Something
Tits.
like that.
So basically, we
Anyway.
all admit to not admit. We all admit to not admit.
I'm a virgin.
Same.
Yeah.
Kimmy is not. I know
I
she's
am not
not.
saying a word. I'm not saying a word.
How is the voice quality update in world? I think the lab is using a different system. It's still in beta, I would say.
Yeah. In beta test at the moment.
Yeah,
They'd be
beta
looking for
test.
more reasons.
Yeah.
They've been looking for more reasons to take part in the testing to roll it out, but it's not there yet. It's not
For
been rolled out
us.
official.
Yeah, for
But
us
then-
right
but then-
now, it's the same.
But then again, Second Life effectively is one big long beta test anyway. It's just got beta tests with lots of different versions on it. There's never
We've
a
been beta
Technology.
testing for the past 22 years, really.
Yeah, it's
There is.
technology. You're always updating and trying and fixing bugs, and it's like,
because
Never
there
ends.
are certain legal obligations you have when you have a finished article. So because it's being regarded as something that's always a constant beta test with different versions, it actually means they discharge some of their legal obligations to provide you with something that actually works.
you said discharge.
So that's pretty
worst.
much what that's about. The voice app is being replaced with a new version out there. That's in beta test as well. That'll probably be in beta test for a while, but I have no doubt that it'll probably be rolled out across the rest of Second Life as an update at some point.
Yeah,
And we'll told it's the latest thing since sliced bread, but we'll see where we go.
the uncomfy silence and awkward silence said everything. There was no awkward silence.
Silence. Okay. I mean,
Let
yeah,
me scan
my point-
Kimmy. Oh, she's got everything on.
he has nearly. So it's
I'm covered.
it's kind of like 3 a.m. mine and Kimmy's time right now. We've been going here for just over 2 hours now, so I'm going to bow out of the stream now, bow out of the podcast, I think, because guys, I need to. So yeah, but I think it's been fun tonight, despite the fact we've not had much to talk about, or we didn't come into this with any particular subject worth talking about.
We almost never have a particular
yeah, we
subject.
never have.
That's
we never
fine.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
think it
what
makes
I-
it fun.
Yeah, it takes an hour to warm up, and then we've got the thing.
I get the feeling from some of our conversations we've had before we started doing this that there's a few things we might be talking about next time, Pris.
Okay.
We look
How
forward
about
to
how
those.
hard it is to shop at an event?
As always, we've only got 2 likes on this stream. We must have been that boring this evening.
We have 9.
Yes,
There's 9
I'm only
likes.
I'm only seeing 2 on mine, but there we go.
Refresh.
Yeah, well, I'm on live at the moment, so anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, come and join us at some
We
point.
got 11 likes.
I'm not here buying your likes, but there was money on the table here, and you guys didn't come for it. So it's up to you. It's here if you wanted it, but
He doesn't accept my cum, so you guys have to come.
Meantime, as I was saying, we've got this lovely island here. Pris will, I have no doubt, be showing us more parts of the island soon, more locations as well. We might even take the boat out and spin again. That'll be fun because, I say, the boat's a different colour now than it used to be. Just to throw all the people that thought it was a nice silvery boat with a Linden flag on the back, it's not silver anymore. So we've got that too. But anyway, we look forward to seeing you. Have a great weekend, everybody. Meantime, thanks for watching us. Or if you say, like and subscribe. Pris, I'll leave you to do the honours.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us. That was very fun. Love talking about whatever.
Sex.
Sex and porn. Like I said in the beginning, I'm very, very excited about the video that will be coming next week, promoting my island plus SL. There is no expanding and expanding and shrinking thing. If anyone has watched the Second Life ad. And yeah, thank you.
Where was this ad?
They shared it on all their social. It was just a 10-second advertisement.
I'm not following them. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
maybe I should. Maybe I should. Never mind.
It didn't. Yeah, it didn't make much sense.
Right. Well, on that bombshell of positivity from Clara, I'm going to say thanks everybody, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
So yeah, we will see you next week. We'll see you next week. I've got plenty of videos working this week, so we'll see you next Saturday or Sunday. What are we? Saturday or Sunday? Sunday for me and Clara. So see you next week. Thank you very much for coming, and like and subscribe if you want to.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Hold on. I need to find my stop button.
Quick, everybody swear a lot.
I was on the right page. Okay, bear with me.